And the one number we defined Edgardo's story by is that number 13 was on the diamond. For the orange and blue, when it always mattered most. Thank you, Fonzie, for taking us on that wonderful journey.
Presenting Edgardo with his replica plaque as a man who shared the...
Hello, 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 hello. Well, guys, man, welcome back to the channel. This is the first time I've been on the channel for a while. Let me just lower this down. Well, guys, man, welcome back. So, hey, again, welcome back, man, to Mets Central. I wanted to get back on here and start doing some videos again with the Mets. A lot of things have been going on in New York with the New York Mets. Of course, obviously, the trade deadline came yesterday. We ended up getting Javier Baez. So Javi Baez is part of the Mets organization, which is fantastic. Defensively, I'm going to go over all that. We're going to do play-by-play action today, man. So hopefully you guys like. If you happen to come on in and watch for a little bit, make sure you just join the chat. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are regarding the trade, what your thoughts are of the Mets moving forward, going into the remainder of the season, these last 2 months. And, of course, we also want to know how do you guys feel about the Javi Baez being a part of the Mets, okay? I'm going to go over a couple of things. Obviously, we want to go over the game tonight. We're going to look over injury reports and so on and so forth. I like to break all that stuff down, at least when I decide to sit down. This is only the second time I'm actually recording and actually doing a live stream. So I'm hoping, it turns out pretty good. I don't consider myself a play-by-play guy, but, I'm going to do what I can to make, do the game and then basically give you my input as to what I see during the course of the game, because that's just basically the way I am, So there might be some times I might be a little disappointed, a little upset, but, I guess you guys will get used to that. Anyway, all right, so today we got the Reds. They're in New York. Right now they're doing the Hall of Fame ceremony, so we got a few minutes before the game begin. We are, let's see here. Hopefully everything is working out. Okay. So we got the Mets and the Reds today in New York. We got the pitching matchups today, man. We got Wiley versus... hold on a second. Let me just get out. Let's see. Go over the box score here. Well, first things first. Let's discuss a little bit about the actual trade yesterday. Obviously, a lot of us New Yorkers, New York Mets fans, were very fired up to see, or at least we were waiting and hoping that we would get some good results out of the trade deadline for our beloved Mets. I am okay with the trade. they made for Javi Baez. I really anticipated the Mets to make more of a move, not just Javi. I thought it was definitely going to be at least a two or three star players maybe coming to the Mets. I thought they were really going to try to go and get maybe a Gibson or possibly a Barrios, but that didn't pan out. And when the news was that they weren't going with KB with Bryant, they were more looking forward to maybe making a deal with Baez. Maybe what they wanted in the package, the Cubs, was a little bit more reasonable for the Mets. But the Mets giving up Pete Crow Armstrong, which was our number one pick last year. It's probably, I think, the fifth ranked prospect in our organization. And he has an injury now. He's recuperating from a shoulder surgery. He played some ball this year and basically only had a couple at bats this year for Pete Crow Armstrong. Let's see what we have here for Pete. Yeah, he played. He batted .417, which is pretty good, but it's a small sample. .563 on base percentage. He had a .600 slugging percentage. He had a .517 WOBA, which is not too bad. So he definitely had some doubles. He had 2 doubles, 10 hits, and 24 at bats. He struck out 6 times. He had 7 base on balls. His ground ball percentage rate was pretty high, but it's a small sample size. He had 64.7% of the balls hit were ground balls, but as opposed to line drives, he only had 23.5% line drive rate. So there's work there. Obviously, progress. He has the potential to be really, really a top-notch player, from what my understanding is. I think the Cubs got themselves a decent player, but again, with any prospect, you just don't know that there's that probability that you get hurt, that might not actually make it to the team. But he does have a good chance to be on the Cubs roster in the next couple of years. And what we're getting is with Javi Baez, we're getting somebody who's already a veteran, who's won a world championship already with the Cubs. He's already in the league like about a good 5-6 years. He's 28 years old. I believe he's 28. Javi Baez is still fairly young. Baez is, yes, he is 28. So he's fairly still young, man. What I look at with Javi Baez is obviously we're getting a good defending player. I mean, obviously he could play second, he could play short. He's a good defender. He's good at covering the bases and placing tags. He's very quick and swift, and he's very smooth. He has some power. Obviously, we know that. We know his on-base percentage is horrible right now, but he has picked it up over the course of these last 2 or 3 weeks. He has been a little bit better with his on-base percentage. His strikeout rate is still a little high, but he is putting the ball in play. He has power. We know he can definitely hit the ball, and he can spray it around a little bit. He's kind of a little bit of a pull, middle, center field to a little bit slight left, right center, but he is capable of getting a lot of things done. I look at the big picture as far as defensively, we were a pretty decent defensive team. And obviously for me, I'm always going to say that defense is the key. It's going to always start with pitching. But of course, those 8 players around the pitcher are going to have to be able to do their jobs and be able to do their jobs and do them respectively. And I think that with adding Baez, we basically are just getting a little bit better defensively. And we're also adding a bat that maybe may fuel some things going here, because right now we need some sort of a spark. We're not getting enough hits. We're not driving enough runs. For the lineup, we have Conforto, who is one of my favorite players coming into the year, has had a bummed out year. I don't know if the pressure of knowing that it's a contract year, we don't know what is going on there, but he's definitely struggling. He's really not spraying the ball, not staying back, not being disciplined. So there's a lot of things going on there with Conforto, especially as of late. I know tonight he's not even playing, so he is going to definitely have the night off, and it's going to give him an opportunity, hopefully, to see, to give himself some sort of prepare himself hopefully for tomorrow, and maybe when he gets in the lineup tomorrow, he'll perform a little bit better. But we hope that this is a spark, just like when we got Cespedes back in 2015. Maybe this will hopefully be a spark for our beloved Mets, where Baez comes in. And not only that, we don't know if our hitting coach, the way we go about, the way the family is in this dugout, the way we have the camaraderie going with this team, that more than likely this is what maybe Javi needs. Javi may need to be around different players. He's coming to New York, is a very dynamic place. Chicago is a big city, but New York is even bigger. And if he wants to shine here, if he can make it here, just like he did fairly well in Chicago. If he could come here and even actually become even a better player than he has been over the last several years as a New York Met, especially now, this is like a 2-month audition pretty much for Javi Baez, because if he wants to stick around and get a long-term contract with the Mets and stay with his buddy Lindor, he's going to have to definitely perform. So we'll see how that all pans out. I think overall it's a good trade. I wanted to see something happen. I thought we were going to do more than what we did, but nonetheless, we'll take that. And hopefully we'll get DeGrom and we get everybody back. Cookie pitched yesterday. Hopefully he'll continue to. They're obviously going to stretch him out slowly but surely, and that's going to hope. I hope it just really, they can really come together, and hopefully we can get healthier in the pitching department, because these teams in the West, they are very, very dangerous. The Dodgers became so much stronger. I mean, it's a scary thought, man, to know they got Trey Turner and Scherzer. Didn't want Scherzer. I didn't want him to be here. If he came, we'll accept him. But I had a feeling, obviously, no division foe was going to trade one of their best pitchers to their own division, and then have to deal with them the rest of the year, as well as in the years moving forward if he was to stay here. So, but that's where we at, man. Let's go over. I'm gonna go over some of the. I'm gonna go over the lineup. Let's go over the lineup for today, man. So the lineup for today with the Reds versus the Mets. We got for the Reds, and I actually, do the box scoring. We have India at second base batting first. Winker in left field batting second. Farmer is playing short and he's batting third. Votto, who's been on freaking fire, he's at first base batting fourth. Okino is in right field batting fifth. Suarez at third base sixth. Barnhart behind the plate seventh. Akiyama at center field batting eighth. And then, of course, Wade Miley, the pitcher, batting ninth. For the New York Mets, we have Jonathan VR. JV is batting first and playing third base. Pete Alonso batting second and playing first. Jeff McNeil at second base batting third. Javi Baez batting fourth and playing short. James McCann at behind the plate batting fifth. That's pretty surprising. Don Smith sixth and playing left field. Kevin Pillar, Kate Pierce in center field batting seventh. Brandon Drury, who has come in, pinch hit, has contributed to the team. I'm happy that they're giving him an opportunity to play today. I think that he deserves to get some playing time. Conforto's been pretty bad. So seeing Drury in the lineup, hopefully it pans out. Hopefully for him, because these players like this, when you get opportunities to play, you got to perform. So if Drury could come out here, get a hit or two, maybe hit a bomb today, is only going to put him in position to get lined up for another opportunity to play, possibly tomorrow, maybe the following game after that. But Brandon Drury is in the lineup today, batting eighth and playing right field. And then, of course, Rich Hill is on the mound today and batting ninth. And that's pretty much the lineup as we get ready for this ball game. It should go. Actually, the ceremonies just ended a few moments ago. So we're going to wait and see what is going on. We'll see what's going on in a few moments. But that's the lineup for the day. The weather is fabulous in New York today. 77 degrees, I believe, is in Queens when I last looked. It's going to be sunny. It's warm, hardly no wind. So the weather is not a factor at all in this game. And then it's actually pretty mild with the humidity. But we all know with warm weather and some humidity, the ball, if you get it in the air, can travel. In the Citi Field, there's an opportunity tonight for some long balls. It's going to be tough because of the pitchers today. These pitchers are more, off-speed pitchers. They don't have blazing fastballs. So guys are going to have to stay back. Very, very important. Stay back on the ball. Be patient. Let the ball travel. And trust your hands. That's pretty much what I tell my players when I was coaching. So they were doing the ceremonies, and obviously, I mean, as you can see behind my wall here, I was a big Edgardo Alfonso fan, and he did a lot of good things for New York in those years that he was playing here. And they put up Ron Darling's numbers there a few moments ago, and 99 and 70 with a 3.50 home run average, 1,148 strikeouts. That's the fourth most in franchise history. In 1985, National League All-Star. He also won the World Series in 1986 as part of that beloved 1986 Met team. Only Mets pitcher to win Gold Glove Award in 1989. He was definitely a good defending, fielder's position. Absolutely great Ron Darling when he played. And then Edgardo Alfonso, 292 average during his career with the Mets from 95 to 2002. He had 120 home runs, 538 RBIs, almost 1,100 games played, 1,086. He was a 2000 National League All-Star and 1999 National League Silver Slugger. and he's one of 10 in to play 1,000 plus games with the Mets. So, and he was very durable. I mean, that was one thing. Now, he wasn't one of the most clutch hitters that we had, but he was very durable, barely ever missed any games, and that's the reason why he played in 1,086 games. So congratulations to Edgardo Alfonzo and Ron Darling. And then John Matlack. I'm old enough to watch John Matlack. I remember watching John Matlack, and I was only like about 5 or 6 years old around the time he was starting to really become one of these powerhouse pitchers back in the 70s. So, I mean, John Matlack, congratulations to you as well. I saw Ed Kranepool do his montage there and speak, and at the same time, hand him his plaque, and that was pretty cool. Ed Kranepool was one of those guys from the 70s as well. So, that's where we at, man. So we're waiting for the game to start, and we're going to do some play-by-play. How well I'm going to do, I don't know. I'm just going to call the game the way I see it, and basically, see how it pans out. Hopefully individuals will like the play-by-play. That's all I can do. For the time being, of course, I'm going to be going over, obviously, the scoreboard because I like looking at the scoreboard. I also play fantasy baseball. So, time to time I look at the scoreboard to see if there's anything going on as far as the scores are concerned. So we're going to take a look at the scoreboard right now as we wait for the Met game to come on. So right now at the moment, we got the Orioles and the Tigers playing in Detroit. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Orioles lead the Tigers 2-1. Bottom 4th in Tampa. The Rays lead the Red Sox 5-3. That's the battle of first place right there in the American League East. You got the Yankees and the Marlins. They're in the bottom of the 4th in Miami. And the Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, are leading 2-0 in the 4th. They just completed one inning in Washington. The Nationals and the Cubbies are tied 1-1. They must have hit home runs because there's one run on one hit for both teams. Bottom of the 2nd, Phillies and Pirates are scoreless. Top of the 2nd, the Mariners already put up 2 runs on the Rangers in Texas. They lead 2-0. And then, of course, we're moving on here. Bottom of the 2nd inning in Chicago, South Side Chicago. The White Sox and the Indians are scoreless. At the end of the 1st inning in St. Louis, the Twins put up a 2-spot on them right away. They lead 2-0. And there we go. We got Javi Baez honing shortstop, man. Just seeing him run into the field. The Mets are taking the field. Javi Baez wearing number 23. Obviously, Brandon Nimmo has number 9. So I guess he didn't probably come to him and say, hey, Brandon, you want to sell me that number? But I guess he was not too partial on it. So that's okay. That's cool. So Javi Baez will be at short. We got the lefty, Rich Hill, warming up. We're getting ready to start this ball game any moment now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's look back at the scoreboard. So, like I said, the Cubs and Nationals are tied 1-1. Bottom of the 2nd, Pirates and Philadelphia. The Battle of Pennsylvania are 0-0. No score in that game. Middle of the 2nd, Seattle is at Texas. They lead 2-0. This Met game, and the Reds are about to start. The Twins lead the Cardinals in St. Louis 2-0 at the end of 1. At the bottom of the 1st inning in Atlanta, the Brewers and the Bravos are 0-0. And then we had some final scores earlier. We had the Blue Jays at home playing against the Cardinals, the Kansas City Royals, and they beat them 4-0. A final in San Francisco. The Giants beat the Astros 8-6. The Giants continue to damn win. And then a final also in earlier game. The Angels beat the Athletics 1-0. What a pitcher's duel there. And in that matchup there, 1-0 Angels victory over the A's. All right, we're about to go, and first pitch by Hills right in there for a call strike. It's coming in 6-4 with a 3.95 earned run average in 100 innings, 80 hits. And the second pitch to India, a curveball in there, up high in the zone. So we got an 0-2 count. Jonathan India has been tough. 281 batting average, 10 home runs, 42 RBIs. He's definitely hit the Mets well. 841 OPS. And the pitch inside just missed 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rich Hill actually moving a little quick there on his pitches. Pitching quickly. And the 1-2. Inside and missed that one as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a 2-2 count coming up on India. India, a close friend and good buddy of Pete Alonso. They played ball together in Florida. And the pitch. Inside, almost hit him, man. Way inside. Now, come on, let's go, Rich. You gotta put the, this is the leadoff batter. I know he's been a little dangerous. You're gonna hear me, because I just get annoyed. 2 balls, 2. What they're saying, that he might have gotten hit. I don't know what's going on. There's a pause here. They're talking. They think he might have gotten. The only thing I'm assuming, because I can't obviously broadcast the game sound, what I believe happened is maybe he had gotten hit with the pitch. That ball was inside. And I don't know if it nipped his pants. That's a bad angle on that. But they're going to take a look at it. So it's a 3-2 count. I have no idea why Rich Hill is coming in that deep inside on India. I know India's been tough, but it's the beginning of the game, and I truly believe you always got to go after hitters. Just work the zone, have good command and control of your pitches, and make sure you work the pitches in and out. He decided to come in with an off-speed pitch, was way inside, and he totally missed. So they're taking a look at it. They're taking a look at that pitch and see if it did hit India in the thigh. I don't know. I can't tell from that angle. So we will have to see. They must have a different angle up there in New York somewhere. We're waiting on the results. They go into the replay to see if India got hit with a pitch. They say he got hit with the pitch. They're going to give him first base. Man, oh man. All right, so India got hit by a pitch. It was a 2-2 count. For whatever reason, Hill went a little too inside with his off-speed pitch and caught the thigh. So India's at first. Nobody out. Batting next is Jesse Winker. So Winker has also hurt the Mets pretty bad as of late or the course of this season. So Winker's coming up here. So we got a hit by pitch here, which is not a good start for Hill. I got my scorebook as well. All right. We're looking for a double play ball. Let's keep the ball down there. And he's throwing over, keeping Mr. India a little bit honest. As well, he is a good leadoff hitter. Gets on base, and he also has some pretty decent wheels, so he'll take off on you. So you got to keep him a little honest over there. Winker, 304 batting average, 21 home runs, 59 RBIs. His OPS is at 924, which is excellent. And the pitch. That's ripped over the center field. KP's getting under it. He's in a warning track. He makes the catch. And, of course, India doing the right thing, going about halfway up the line and retreating back to first. Good play by KP. So Pilar puts away Mr. Winker. So we got 1 out, 1 on, and we got the third batter coming up. Kyle Farmer is coming up now for the Reds. So that was a fly out. That's a F8. Mets outfield, Dominic Smith, Kevin Pillar, Brandon Drury in right. The infield, Baez is looking around. It's crazy to see Javi Baez as a Met. That is crazy. He looks comfortable already. All right, they got a little bit of the shift on here. And the pitch to Farmer is in there for a call strike 1. So let's go. Let's stay ahead now, baby. All right, we're looking for a double play ball. Let's go, Mets here. Kyle Farmer, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs, batting .257 with a 726 OPS. And the next pitch is number 8 for Mr. Hill. He's going to throw over to India, keep him honest. So we'll run that back. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1. And throwing over again. Rich Hill keeping Mr. India very respected over there. At some point he's going to go, but if listen, it's all about delivery. If you're going to take your delivery, you're going to take your time. They're going to time you. They're going to go, especially if they know when you're going to throw or what you're going to throw at a particular sequence in time. it's going to be a lot easier. And there goes a fastball. It's away, 89 miles an hour. He's not going to throw hard. Rich Hill, his key is to be able to manage that fastball, keep the guys enough off balance so when he throws his off speed, he's be able to get on them. So here we go. 1-1 count on Farmer. And the pitch. And he jammed him. Foul, out of play. That's 1-2 now. That was the 9th pitch so far for Mr. Hill. So pitch number 10 will be coming up. So this is where we at. Top of the first inning. 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kyle Farmer. Pitch number 10. And the pitch. Boy, that ball just did not come off his hand pretty well. So he's away from the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Farmer. No score. We're just getting underway here at Citi Field. The Mets and the Reds on Hall of Fame night. And the pitch. Almost hit him as well. And now Mr. Hill is having trouble. He's gone deep on 2 batters already. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. That's the second hitter with a full count in this inning. So he's working a little hard, not having great command of his pitches. We're going to see if he's going to come and challenge him with a fastball down in the zone so he can get a double play, or he's going to come off with the off-speed pitch. And he went with the fastball, got him, jammed him up in the infield. McNeil getting under it. That a boy. And that is 2 out. So 2 out and 1 on. So Rich Hill finally gets Mr. Farmer out. Now here comes the hottest guy pretty much in the National League over the last, 5, 6, 7 games. He's hit about 7 or 8 home runs in a row. And that is Joey Votto. All right, 2 outs, runner at first, and Mr. Votto up at the plate. Going up, lefty versus lefty. Hill has already thrown 12 pitches. This is going to be number 13, and the pitch. Inside, and Votto turned on it, but it was way inside. He fouled it off down the first base line, out of play. So we got a 1-strike count on Mr. Votto. Come on, Hill, let's go, baby. Let's get out of this inning. And Votto. Rich Hill getting ready. Right from the stretch. And the pitch. A fastball in the outside corner, mid-high in the zone. And Votto was a little late on it. Fouled it out of play down the right field line. The left field line, excuse me. So 0-2 on Votto. And McCann with the signs. It's a fastball. No, it's an all-speed pitch. Sorry. And a pitch. That's way outside. And that's what you should be doing. You should definitely be looking to get some pitches out away from the zone, especially on a hitter like this that's batting 4th cleanup and it's been hot the way Joey Votto has been. That's what you want to do. You want to keep the balls down. But the breaking pitches, he's got to locate those. If you've been watching thus far, he has missed in a lot of those breaking pitches thus far. He's been located better with his fastball. And there he goes again. 2-2 count. There's no way I'm going to be interested, even as a hitter, and I'm not a professional hitter, that I would swing at something like that. I mean, it's a submarine way outside. It's just a horrible pitch. So Hill's got to get himself going here because his command of his off-speed pitch, which is, for him, it's really what he needs to be effective with. I mean, that's really his pitches that really sets him up to be able to fool and keep guys off balance. And a pitch. That one is in the zone. Ground ball right to first base. Pete Alonso is holding on to the bag because he's holding on to the runner. So it was an easy peasy play. Rich Hill gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, a runner left on base. And after a half inning, it's the Reds nothing and the Mets are coming to bat. Let's go Mets. Be right back. All right, welcome back, man. We're going now to the bottom half of the first inning. The Mets are coming up. We got VR, Alonso, and McNeil leading it all off. Javier Baez will be batting fourth. We got McCann fifth, Smith sixth, Pilar batting seventh, and Brandon Drury eighth with Rich Hill batting ninth. Let's see if we can get something rolling here, man. Nice and early over this guy, Wade Miley. All right, let's go, JV, man. Let's get this started, baby. Let's go. So VR is at the plate. And at first, he drives it down to third base, Sayat. And Suarez with a play, snagging that. One pitch and one out right away. But that ball was well hit by VR, jumped on it. And Suarez made a great play at third base. And that's what it's all about, is making plays. So great play by Suarez. One out, nobody on. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso. So one pitch, one out for Miley. Can't ask for a better situation for Miley. Just right away, first pitch, get a one out. So here comes the polar bear, Pete Alonso, man, batting second today. He's been pretty much our best hitter all year long, even though he's our slugger. I mean, he's been showing signs at times, a lot of times more so than not. He's been patient. There you go. He's starting to get really a good feel at the plate as a complete hitter, and that's what you want from a power hitter. You don't want him just to go up there swinging away and just, hacking at pitches and trying to hit the ball out every darn at bat. So, let's hope for some good. And the second pitch on Pete. And that ball was inside a little bit. Might have caught the corner, but they gave him the strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Pete Alonso. 1-1 count. Miley's been pretty good for the Reds. 2.86 earned run average and an 8-4 record. Ooh, that ball definitely caught the corner down in the zone. That's a pitcher's pitch there when you paint it in the black like that. But there you go, man. So Miley ahead. 1 ball, 2 strike. Pete is going to have to protect here. Batting .260 with 23 home runs and 60-plus RBIs for Mr. Alonso. And the 1-2. And Pete got jammed. Hits a slow roll over to third base. Suarez gets under it. And he throws him out at first. So there's 2 out now and 5 pitches thrown by Wade Miley. Come on, guys. Better at bats. Better at bats. So we need better at bats here. All right, Jeff McNeil, who's actually been playing pretty well as of late, he's going to be batting third here. There's 2 outs and nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. We're just getting underway here at Citi Field, and it's a 0-0 ball game thus far. Jeff McNeil, there you go, 16-game hitting streak is showed there on the screen, batting .390. So and again, this is all about putting the ball in play. We don't need him to hit a home run. We need him just to get a hit and start learning to spray the ball. It's going to put you away from that little mild shift that they put on you. Second pitch to McNeil is away from the plate, so he's already ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. And obviously, anybody that's a baseball fan or is a player who coach like myself, you got to be aggressive at 2-0 if it's in a strike. And there he goes, a ground ball over the second. Didn't really drive it, cut it in half. He basically put it in play, which is fine, but it's a ground ball. So it's a 4-3 put out, and the Reds are out of it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody put on base at all after 1 at Citi Field. It's the Reds nothing, the Mets nothing. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's reset this here and see what's going on in the rest of the MLB. So, we are right now, top of the 6th inning in Detroit. The Orioles 2, the Tigers 1. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning in Tampa. And we got the Red Sox have come back and tied the game, and it's 5-5. Sorry about that.
I think Dad was working on a case before the heart attack.
So 5-5 there. Then we got the Yankees and the Marlins. The Marlins have put up 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they're now in the top of the 5th. And it's tied now. Yankees 2, Marlins 2. Bottom of the 2nd in the Washington. The Nationals and the Cubs are still tied 1-1. Bottom of the 3rd in Pittsburgh. The Pirates have taken a 1-0 lead on the Phillies. So let's go Pirates. Top of the 3rd. Mariners lead the Texas Rangers in Texas 2-0. The Mets, and of course we know the score there. White Sox lead the Indians 2-0. The Twins lead the Cardinals in St. Louis 2-0 after 2 innings. They're in the top of the second in Atlanta, and the Brewers just scored a run right now, so they lead 1-0. And then, of course, the final scores, we got the Blue Jays winning 4-0 over the Royals earlier today. We had the Giants beat the Astros 8-6 in San Francisco, and the Angels beat the Athletics in Anaheim 1-0, or in Los Angeles 1-0. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard right now as we get ready to go to the top of the second inning. And the first pitch by Rich Hill. He's going up against Aquino now. Rich Hill versus Aquino. That was the 18th pitch for Hill. And the pitch up high and away, man. 2 balls and no strikes. He's falling behind on Aquino, who's batting .233 with 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, and an .889 OPS. And the 2-0. They got to get it in the zone. He caught the corner, and at least from the television view, it looks like it was definitely ball 3, but it was close enough that the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. So Hill trying to get back in this count. It's a 2-1 count. Let's get back in there, baby. And the 2-1. Oh my God, that was a floater there. 72 miles an hour, but it was up high in the zone and missed. So now he's falling behind 3-1 on Aquino. And the pitch. So he fouled that one off. 3-2 count. It's a full count. This is the third batter out of the 5 that Rich Hill has faced that he has gone to a full count on. So he's definitely working pretty hard today. And that's not what we were hoping for. We were hoping for a lot better than that. We need to be effective here. All right, let's hit the zone here. 3-2 and a pitch. And that's a fly ball getting under it. Oh, he got jammed. He's in the infield. Baez getting under it, and he makes the play. So 1 out here for Rich Hill. He jammed him, and it was a fly out to short. First play, first put out as a New York Met for Javi Baez. It's a pop-up by Aquino. .23 pitches thus far for Rich Hill. So 1 out, nobody on, and that brings up Suarez, who made that great play in the bottom of the first. And that curveball misses up high and away from the zone, just barely. Suarez having a bad average year, but 19 home runs, 54 RBIs, and a .618 OPS. He's only batting .173, so that is a terrible batting average. And there goes a floater that gets in there. So Rich Hill gets that 73-mile-an-hour curveball in there. And now it's a 1-1 count there on Suarez. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and Hill is pitching and moving quickly here. And there goes a swing and a miss out of 88-mile-an-hour fastball up in the corner of the zone. 26 pitches deep already for Rich Hill. But he has a 1-2 count here, so he's ahead. Keep the ball down, bring one of those junkers, and he goes with a fastball. He chucked away. 90 mile an hour. He put 2 more miles per hour on that fastball. He just let it ride there. Way to go, Rich Hill, man. He chucked away. He just bulldogged him. So, a strikeout for Rich Hill. He strikes out Suarez. Strikes out Suarez swinging. So now there's 2 out and nobody on. And that will bring up Mr. Barnhart, the catcher. And the pitch, lefty on lefty. Up high, fastball, 89 mile an hour. He misses the zone. So 1-0 on Tucker Barnhart, who is batting .266 with 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. And the second pitch to him, a fastball, painted the corner just slightly, just touched the line. And he gets himself a strike. So we got 1 ball and 1 strike on Barnhart. Rich Hill is pitching quickly. And the delivery. And he gets him with that little off-speed curveball right there. He hooked him up in the top of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hill. On Barnhart. Hill ahead. And a pitch. Ooh. He basically reached over on the shift. Another put out for Mr. Javi Baez, who's going to lead off in the bottom of the second. That is the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And after a 1 1/2 inning, it's a scoreless game. Reds nothing, Mets nothing. making him feel welcome here, and that's important. So Javi Baez, his first at bat as a New York Met, and a lot of Met fans are welcoming him with open arms, and I am one of those as well. And I would think that everybody who is a Met fan, true orange and blue, that bleed orange and blue, are going to definitely be on Javi Baez's side. And he hits his first pitch, ground ball to short, and he's out of there. 1 pitch and 1 out. So Javi put the ball in play, but he jumped on the first pitch that Wade Miley threw at him, and he makes his first out as a Met. And obviously he wanted to maybe do something better than that, but it's okay. You got at least another 2, maybe possibly 3 at-bats in the game, so don't sweat it, Javi. Let's go, baby. Get those nerves out. All right, 1 out. So James McCann is coming up now. McCann, 255 with 8 home runs, 32 RBIs, 694 on base percentage. He's batting 5th tonight, which is definitely a surprise. But, he's going to have to go out there and perform. So we got 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 2nd inning. Javi Baez just grounded out on his very first pitch as a New York Met, batting for the first time. He grounded it over to short, so it was a 6-3 putout. And now we're up to Mr. McCann. And the 1-1 of McCann, that's in there in the bottom part of the strike zone for a strike. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes on James McCann. And McCann, the pitch is fouled off out of play. So McCann, we're going to run that back with that foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get rocking and rolling here. James McCann, and the pitch by Miley is in the dirt. Nice stop there by Barnhart. So 2-2 count coming up. 2-2 count for McCann. Miley's at 14 pitches. Being very efficient, and his pitch, that's outside and low, away from the zone. That's ball 3, so the count has gone full on James McCann. And let's see if McCann can come through with a hit here with a 3-2 count. Come on, James, let's go, baby. And the 3-2. And he pulls the ball. I hate when they just don't stay back on those balls on the outside corner. That's an easy ground ball over to Suarez. He bailed out of the plate. If you've seen that, he basically reached out a little bit on the outside corner. Instead of letting it just drift in there deep in the zone and then just taking the ball the other way, he rather pulled the ball. So it's a pull ground ball, which it's a poor at-bat there for me, at least in my opinion. So that's 2 outs now. And another put out for the Cincinnati Reds infield. Wade Miley's getting a lot of ground balls. No balls have left the infield as of yet after 5 batters. But here comes Dom Smith. And let's see if Mr. Smith can get something that he can drive. And that ball's in the dirt. First pitch. So it's 1-0. Ball down in the zone. 2-0 count on Dom Smith. And the pitch. Another one down in the zone. And now Miley all of a sudden has lost the strike zone. So it's 3-0 on Dom Smith. Obviously, we want you to take a pitch, Dom. So take 1 pitch, and then after that, you can swing away. You have the green light. But right now, it's 3-0. You got to take 1. Let's get a base run if we need to. And there goes the strike. And that's what Miley definitely needed to do, is just to get 1 back in the zone. He just barely caught the zone. Dom Smith was definitely taking all away. So 3-1 now on Dom Smith. And the pitch. Fouled off out of play. And now it's going to be full. on Dom Smith. 21 pitches deep for Mr. Miley. So here we go. 2 outs, nobody on, a full count, and here comes the 3-2. And down and just missed. Miley was really close. That was a close pitch to take. Dom Smith gets the call. He's going to get a base bag. He's going to get a base. So Dom is at first with a base on balls. So there's 2 outs and a runner on first. Let's see here what KP can do. Come on, KP. Let's go, Pilar. So Kevin Pillar is coming up with a runner at first and 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Let's go, Mets. This is the opportunity here. 220 batting average. He has 9 dingers. And he is very, very capable of hitting the ball hard. He usually hits the ball. He usually has a very good hard hit contact rate percentage. KP definitely puts the ball in play on a regular basis, and he definitely smokes the ball pretty hard majority of the time. So let's see if KP can get something done here. So Miley throws over to keep Dom Smith honest. I have no idea because Dom Smith is not a base stealer. So I have no idea why he wasted his time going over to first base. But again, you know, maybe he just wanted to throw over to first. He wasn't quite ready to. He didn't have his approach ready set up more or less on how he was going to approach KP. But maybe he'll regroup now. Here we go. And there goes another pulled ball, man. Not letting the ball travel. And that's a ground ball. He caught him in the line in the back. And great play by Joey Votto. He is out of there. Ground ball. So that ends up being another 5-3. The infield. No Met has hit it past the infield as of yet. And we have some batters basically are just reaching for balls. And they got to stop doing that. So that's the end of the bottom of the second. No runs. No hits, a base on ball, 1 guy left on base, and after 2, it is still scoreless. The Reds nothing, the New York Mets nothing. We're going to go back to the out-of-town scoreboard and see what's going on in the world of the MLB and see if any changes have scored. Of course, as New York Mets fans, we are watching the scoreboard because we want to know if Atlanta and Philadelphia are making any progress in gaining ground on us, because that's going to put a little additional pressure on us. We have to definitely take care of our half, and that's making sure that we go out and play quality baseball and win games. So we go bottom of the 6th inning in Detroit. The Orioles are now starting to pull away a little bit from the Tigers. They have put up another couple more runs. They are 5-1. Top of the 6th in Tampa. The game is still tied between the Red Sox and the Rays at 5-5. We're in the top of the 5th inning in Miami. The Yankees have put up a run, and they're still batting. They lead 3-2 over the Marlins. In the middle of the 3rd, the Cubbies and the Nationals are still tied 1-1. And top of the 4th, in Pittsburgh, the Pirates have put up another run on the Phillies. Let's go Pirates, baby. They lead 2-0 in the top of the 4th inning. We go to Texas, the Rangers and the Mariners. They are in the top of the 4th inning, and the Mariners lead 2-0. In Chicago, Chi-Town, the south side of Chicago, the White Sox lead the Indians 2-1 in the middle of the 4th. Top 3 in St. Louis. The Twins have just put up a number of runs on the Cardinals since I last checked. I think it was 1-0 before. They put up 6 more runs, and they lead 7-0 against the Cardinals in St. Louis. The Brewers lead the Braves. Let's go Milwaukee. 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. And earlier games that have finished and concluded, the Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-0. The Giants beat the Astros 8-6, and the Angels beat the Athletics 1-0. And that's the out-of-town scoreboard right now in the MLB as we keep tabs on what's going on in the world of baseball. And the first pitch over here to the leadoff batter, Akiyama, is a strike. So Rich Hill getting ahead on Akiyama right away with a strike. And the next pitch is his 33rd pitch already. And he squares up the bunt, and he pulls away, and it's outside and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 33 pitches in already for Mr. Hill. And the pitch. Drifting in there. Well, that's a short shot, and nobody is there to cover the bag. My goodness, man. Akiyama got himself, he was jammed, got a piece of the ball. It just happened to hit down the first base line, but Rich Hill could not get there. It was more in line with Pete Alonso, and nobody broke. The second baseman did not break to second base. Neither did Hill break to first base. It was just too late. And that is that. A base hit for Akiyama. So that could be a careless blunder there. You know, heads up play, pitcher. I know he's 41 years old, but he's got to get over on that ground ball. Other than that, if he's not, then obviously the second baseman should be calling him off, making a play. So one of those two guys got to react. Obviously, the pitcher should be reacting right away anytime a pitch is hit towards the first base side, or between the first and second base side. So in this case, Hill did not do his job, and I don't know where McNeil was at either. So that's definitely a blunder there defensively, which hopefully it will not hurt us. And the pitcher Miley's squaring up the bunt. He fouls it out of play. So we got a leadoff bunt miscue single. So Akiyama's at first base, and Wade Miley just hit his first pitch out of play as he was squaring up to sacrifice. And the 0-1 on Miley. And he throws over to first base, Rich Hill. Mets are playing straight up. They are playing bunt defense, crashing at first base side, ground up, the tapper in front of the plate, but it was inside the box, so he's out of play. It's a foul ball. So 0-2 on Wade Miley. He's got to put it down here now, or not, he is going to strike out. So the 0-2 on Miley and a pitch by Hill. And he fouls it out of play again. He has just now fouled off another ball foul out of play, and he gets out. So it's one out and a runner at first. Miley was not able to put the ball down and sacrifice and advance Mr. Akiyama over to first base. So one out, nobody on, and it comes up the dangerous Jonathan India. Runner at first. We're looking to keep the ball on the ground here. So Hill has got to work his off-speed stuff, but his fastball is the pitch that has to get this thing going. And there goes a fastball, missed on the outside corner. That's ball one. So ball one on India. And the 1-0 pitch, that's in there, the off-speed pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on India. So 1 out, nobody on. 1 out, 1 on for the Reds. 1-1 count on India. This is going to be the 40th pitch for Rich Hill. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. And it's a fastball in the corner, 87 miles an hour. And India gets a little tad late on it, fouls it off out of play. That's a 1-2 count on India. So he has fallen behind. Rich Hill is in front. So let's stay ahead now. Let's see if we can keep the ball down and get this kid out of here, who's been very dangerous. And the 1-2. Akiyama has a good lead over there at first base. And the pitch. Ooh, he did not go for that one at all. He pulled away. India, very disciplined. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. Come on, let's go, baby. The 2-2. And he throws over to keeping Mr. Akiyama honest over there at first base. Jonathan India. The zone here. He's just looking in on Hill. And the 42nd pitch. In there. No. Is inside. And it's a full count again. It's the 6th or the 7th batter that he has gone full on so far in this game. I mean, he's working so hard here to get outs. That is strike 3 and a strike him out, throw him out. Well. We finally come up with a defensive gem. Hill strikes out India at the plate. And then McCann throws out Akiyama at second base. Way to go, Mets. Let's go. Way to turn it. So that ends up being a 1 excuse me, a 1-4. No, sorry. That ends up being a strikeout and then a 1-4 putout. A 2-4 putout, excuse me. 2-4 putout. We're going to put that. That's the end of the inning. No score for the Reds, man. So we're still 0-0 here in the top of the third. Come on, Mets. Let's go. Let's get it going here. We're going to be going to the bottom of the third inning. There's no score in the game. We're going to have Brandon Drury up, Rich Hill, and then the top of the order with Jonathan VR again. And hopefully, after seeing Mr. Wade Miley that first inning, maybe we'll be a little bit more patient with our pitches, with the pitches, and be able to stay back a little bit more, show a little bit more discipline at the plate, let those balls travel, because Miley as well as Hill, they throw a lot of breaking pitches and they're very slow. They're not fast at all. They're in the mid-70s, some low 70s, and then of course when they throw their fastballs, they're pretty much around the same range at about 90 miles an hour. So we got to just be more disciplined, you know. Oh, that was a nasty pitch. Yeah, he's out of there. McNeil. All right, Drury up at the plate. He's been a little hot, and that's why he's getting an opportunity to play today. First pitch by Miley is in there for a call strike. And the pitch. Ooh, way inside. Almost hit Mr. Drury, but he did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drury 309 this season with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a 915 OPS. Give him some more playing time. There goes a nice ball, hit well in the gap. That may be 2, and it's going to be 2. It's going all the way to the wall in right center field. Right over is Drury over to second base, and Drury with a stand-up double. Way to go, way to hit the ball the other way, Brandon Drury. Take advantage of the opportunities you get when you are a bench player. When you get a chance to play, that's what you need to do, is make things happen. And he stood back, let the ball travel, and then just stood with it and hit it level. And it was pretty much, he was just driving it straight through. Nice. Well balanced. Nice finish. And he took the ball the other way. And it was right over the plate. He just let it get in a little bit more on the hands. But great job by Brandon Drury. Look at that. That bat head is pretty level there. Good job. Not elevating it too much. And Hill trying. Now Hill's going to try to do what Wade Miley was not able to do, and that's sacrifice and bring Mr. Drury over to third base. So we'll see how that pans out. First pitch, he pulled away, and it's 1 ball, no strike. They're crashing at first and third, and there goes a nice ball hit down the third base side. Great play, great bunt by Hill. Man, that almost ended up being a bunt single. Great ball placement by Rich Hill, and that sacrifice brings over Drury to third. Now he's in scoring position with 1 out, where he can possibly score on a pass ball, can possibly score with a fly ball that's deep enough. So it gives us an opportunity with 2 outs more to be in play here. So great job by Hill. So Drury with his double, he's been advanced over to third. So a runner at third, 1 out, nobody on, and that brings up the top of the order, Jonathan VR. VR grounded out his first time at the plate. And that one is inside and high, missing the zone. So Miley is behind now 1-0 with Jonathan VR ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that is up in the zone as well. Now he has fallen behind 2-0, Miley on JV. So this is a great opportunity for Jonathan VR. He has a hitter's count. Look for something you can handle. Trust your hands and cut the ball in half and let's hit it hard. Don't try to do too much with the ball. That ball is inside. Good discipline at the plate. Miley is now missed the zone. All 3 pitches were not even close. So he has fallen behind 3-0. And right now, obviously, the right thing for VR to do is to take a pitch. So let's see if he does that. So 3-0, runner at third. Oh, and he goes 3-0 and he breaks his bat and it drops in for a hit. And then it's muffed by Winker. And Brandon Drury's going to score. We'll take it. But that is not. They gave him the green light. And I'm really, really surprised they gave him the green light at 3-0. But he did. He got the green light. The ball handcuffed him inside and it shattered the bat. Let's see. I think I saw the bat break. Yes, the bat did shatter. But it was enough on it that it dropped in front of Winker and had a little bit of a spin to it. And Winker misjudged it in the outfield. But VR did not advance. But good job by VR. A little scary going up 3-0 and not taking a pitch. But it worked out for them. We get a run. So the Mets score a run. That's a base hit and an RBI for Jonathan VR. And he's at first base. And he is a base-stealing threat because he loves to take big leads. And this is a guy that definitely likes to take bases. So I'm sure that Miley will be taking attention to him here. But Pete Alonso is at the plate. And the first pitch is down in the zone. Ball 1. So Pete is now ahead 1-0. Miley has missed 4 out of his last 5 pitches. With a 1-0 count here. Come on, Pete. Let's go, Pistol. So Pistol Pete at the plate. 1-0, 1 out. Mets have taken the lead 1-0. And that's inside again, low in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. And Pistol Pete is in the driver's seat here. With a pitch count where he should be able to get something that he can manage. Get something you can handle. Let's drive the ball. Obviously, don't try to do too much. Don't overswing. Balls in the outsides in the strike zone. You want to go at it at 2-0. You can. Just make sure you take it the other way. Let it get deep in the zone. And a 2 count, 2-0. And he's going to probably come with an off speed again. And it is. And it's way inside again. And Miley cannot hit the zone. He has missed on about 8 out of his last 9-10 pitches. So he's 3-0 now on Pete Alonso. And with Pete, you could go the green light as well, considering you got a 1-0 lead and we got VR at first. But I personally feel that Pete and the Mets should take a pitch here. And if Miley puts you on, hey, all right, no problem. But he's probably the strongest guy in the lineup. And why not take a hack at it? And then, unfortunately, as you can see, it ends up being a double play. I'm not fond of that play. I think he should have definitely taken a pitch and take that strike. And it'll be 3-1. So 3-1. And he 3-0 count, and he ended up swinging it. Again, this is the probabilities of baseball. You just don't know. It's a 3-0 count. He should have taken a pitch. But he's your slugger. The guy's been missing. More than likely, he's going to throw a good pitch. And unfortunately, he just hit it hard, but right to somebody. So that ends up being a 6-4-3 double play. And that ends the inning. And that's another time that Pete has hit into a 6-4-3 double play. He's been in a number of double plays as of late. So, man, we get 1 run, though. So at the end of 3, it's 1-0 Mets. And it seems like Miley is having a little bit. It seems like Miley is starting to have a little bit of an issue with his pitches in that inning. So we'll see how it pans out for him moving forward. But we're going to go now to the top of the 4th inning. And be the top of the 4th inning. And the Reds are going to have the heart of their order. They're going to have Winker, Farmer, and Votto coming up against Rich Hill. So I'm glad that Rich Hill was able to put up a run there with that sacrifice bunt. Obviously, it gave him the opportunity to score a run. We're going to be going to the top half of the 4th inning. Rich Hill has thrown over 40 pitches thus far through 3 innings. So he's going to have to get a little more efficient with his with his pitch count here going into the 4th and 5th inning if he's going to be able to give us 5 to 6 quality innings in his game. And we only got a 1-0 lead. We got to get the offensive game going here. We need to be able to hit and get driving some more runs. We did get a run there. We'll take that. But, man. So here we go. Top of the 4th inning, Rich Hill puts his first pitch over to Mr. Winker right down the pipe for a strike. So it's 1 ball, no strikes on Mr. Winker. I mean, no balls, 1 strike. And the second pitch, off speed, caught the upper part of the zone. And Winker is like, what the hell is going on here? It's 0-2. So Winker is falling behind 0-2. Way ahead is Rich Hill. He should be definitely looking to try to get this guy in the lower part of the strike zone. Let's see if he does that 0-2 pitch. Oh, he chucked away and he got him. My goodness. Rich Hill just bearing down. That's the second guy. He bulldogs. He goes straight ahead with a fastball up high in the zone and inside. And Winker swings at it and misses. So a swinging strike 3 for Jesse Winker and a strikeout for Rich Hill. So we got 1 out and nobody on. My goodness. Rich Hill. What an approach there. You would think that he was way ahead. He would not be chucking. And he's another nice pitch there as he threw his first pitch, off-speed breaking pitch right down the middle to Mr. Kyle Farmer. And Farmer is now down 0-1 and the 0-1. And this one is hit hard, man. Nice and level. Waited for it to drop in there. And he just cut the ball in half. And that's what you got to do. Like he hit it like if it was right off a tee. So great job by Mr. Farmer. So the Reds get a base runner with a base hit by Farmer. And that's going to bring up the dangerous Joey Votto up. So we got 1 out, 1 on for the Cincinnati Reds. Votto at the plate, who was hit, I think, in 7 or 8 straight games a home run. So we don't want to hand him any. Oh, and my goodness, he got him, but it's a fly ball. And Kevin Pillar is getting under it. Very easy at center field. Boom, we got him out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Got Joey Votto to go on the very first pitch. And we got 2 out here for the Reds in the top half of the 4th inning. Oh, Keno's going to get a chance now. Rich Hill, I just said it before the inning started. He will have to have an efficient and a quick inning. He's going to have to do better with his pitch count. And he's only thrown about 8 or 9 pitches in his inning. So not bad at all for Rich Hill. He's going up against Aquino now with a runner at first and 2 down. And the first pitch is inside, just missing the inside corner with the fastball, 90 miles an hour. And it's 1-0 on Aquino. Aquino popped out in the second inning. That was the pop-up that was... And the pitch. He was right on that. Just missed that. That ball went straight back. Just missed that pitch. That was fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike on Aquino. Just missed that pitch. He was right there. The bat head was right pretty much even with the ball. Just barely got a piece of it, but it went straight back. The 1-1 count on Aquino. 2 outs and a runner at first and a pitch by Hill. It's up high in the zone. Did he go? They're checking at first base. He is safe. He did not go. I didn't think he went either. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Aquino. All right, Rich Hill, 2-1 count. He's thrown 52 pitches in this game. Inside, way inside. Not too far inside. He just missed. And now he has run the count to 3-1. So Aquino's in the driver's seat. Hitter's count here, 3 balls, 1 strike. Rich Hill has definitely been pitching pretty hard here tonight. 53 pitches in, and we're only in the top half of the 4th inning. And his next pitch, delivery. And again, Aquino was right on it, just missed it, and went straight back to by the backstop. And it's still a full count on Aquino. 54 pitches deep for Rich Hill. Come on, Rich. Let's go, baby. Get out of this inning, man. So 3-2. Here it comes. Full count and the pitch. off speed, and he misses completely out of the strike zone. He gives up a walk, so Rich Hill puts runners on first and second now. Let's hope he can get out of this jam. First and second for the Reds with 2 out. Again, we're in the top of the 4th inning. The Mets lead 1-0. So a base on balls for Aquino. And the Reds got something cooking here with 2 out. They're trying to get a 2-out rally here. And that's going to bring up Eduardo Suarez. Suarez is coming up to the plate. Rich Hill is looking in. And the pitch to Suarez is in there. Foul ball out of play, man. Nice, good pitch to start off. A fastball straight down on the corner of the pipe. 88 miles an hour. And Suarez fouls it off. So 0-1. Rich Hill is ahead in this count. Let's see if he can stay there. And the 0-1 to Rich Hill. And Rich Hill 0-1 goes to 0-2 on Suarez. So he's way ahead right now. Rich is in a good spot here, man. But so far, he has chucked away on 2 hitters. I'm wondering if he's going to chuck away again here with a fastball on Suarez, inside on him, and try to get him to swing. Let's see if he does that. Well, he's coming with the breaker. And he went with the fastball. So he was looking, didn't look like he was gunslinging. He didn't put that one up at 90 miles an hour like he did with the other 2 guys. That was 88 mile an hour fastball. It was up high in the zone, just missed the zone. So 1-2 on Suarez. And I think Hill should come back here with his off-speed pitch, but inside, breaking on the inside part of the plate. And it's going outside. He went with the fastball again, and he's missed it. Now he has missed his location with his fastball in his last 2 pitches. I think he needs to slow down a little bit. He's been pitching pretty fast. So 2-2 now on Suarez, who is now in a very good spot, considering that Rich Hill is now labored over the last 2. After he got 0-2, he's now fallen to 2-2. So 2-2 count, 2 out, 2 on. Top half of the 4th inning, and here comes the pitch. Oh, and that ball looks like it might be out of here. And it is. Oh, my goodness. A 3-run shot by Suarez. Ball right down the pipe. And the Cincinnati Reds, just like that, like I said, we were hoping to get him out of the inning. He was hoping to get out of the inning. He gives up the long ball here. A 3-1 lead for the Reds as Suarez, with a 2-2 count, was in a great spot, and he just hammered the hell out of that ball. Man, oh man, that was a shot. He actually stood at the plate looking at it like if it was going to be foul, but that ball was well in play, and it was in the upper deck. Oh my God. That ball was right down the pipe, letter high, so higher in the zone, but it was right there, and this guy does not throw hard, and man, Suarez just clobbered the hell out of that ball. And that is it. So right now, we're trailing now 3-1, man, so we really need to get back. Oh my goodness, they're showing the replay again. It's just... He got hammered, man. So that is that, man. We just got to move on. So 3-1 Reds here with a 3-run homer. After we had 2 out, he got himself into trouble. And, man, now it's come back to haunt him. And Rich Hill is having a long night, 60 pitches in. He's going into his 61st pitch. And now he hits. Oh, my goodness. Now he throws a curveball. And he misses, and he hits the guy in the helmet. He hits Barnhart in the helmet. Unbelievable. Hits him in the head, in the helmet, and now he got a hit batter. So he's got a walk, a home run, a hit batter. And, I mean, it just was totally inside. Thank goodness it was an all-speed pitch. So we know that the batter obviously has got to think that he was not looking to hit him. So you can't be when you're throwing a curveball. Anyway, so this is where we at, man. So the Reds now have a runner at first with 2 out. They have just knocked in 3 runs with a 3-run homer by Suarez. Rich Hill is now laboring a bit. And his first pitch to Akiyama, he gets a strike right down the pipe. So it's 0-1 on Akiyama. And the 0-1. And that may drop. That looks like it's in the gap. And it is. That's going to get through. Backed up by Kevin Pillar. Nice try by Dom Smith. And Bernhardt put on the brakes at third base, and that is a double for Akiyama. And the Reds are cooking here on Hill with this 2-out rally of scoring 3 runs. And now they got 2 more runners in scoring position, 63 pitches deep for Rich Hill. And the Reds are in business here. Man, nice level swing. Got the hands in enough to hit that ball level. Dom making an effort. Great job by KP by backing him up on that ball. And that ended up being a double. But if he was not there, it could have ended up being a run scored for Barnhart and the Reds. But great job by KP. So Akiyama gets on board here with a double. So it's second and third now with 2 out. And I don't know, can Rich Hill get out of this inning? So he's got Wade Miley up. He's gonna deal with the Reds pitcher, and Miley's in a good spot with a 3-1 lead. He's up there. He's gonna try to hack away. Rich Hill looks like this is gonna be a quick night for him, because if he cannot get Miley out, oh my goodness. All right, big swing and a miss by Miley there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wade Miley. Three to 1 Reds, top of the 4th, and the pitch outside and away. 2 balls, 1 strike on Wade Miley. The Reds putting up a big number there with Suarez 2-2 pitch right down the pipe, and he just drove it over the left field fence in the bleachers. Deep shot for a 3-1 Reds lead. And then Akiyama, then he goes out and he hits Barnhart in the head with an all-speed pitch, putting him on first base. Akiyama takes the first pitch, hits it in the gap between left center field for a double. And now we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes with runners on second and third and 2 out. And the Reds up 3-1. And the pitch to Miley. Away. Why is he throwing that ball to Miley so off the plate? I mean, that is a bad decision. The whole approach right there is you got to get this pitcher out. Now, you were willing to chuck away at 2 other hitters in the previous 2 innings, and now you don't want to chuck away on the pitcher? Come on now. Let's go, man. That's upsetting. This is the pitcher, for crying out loud. You have thrown him already 3 off-speed pitches. It's a full count to the pitcher. Go and get the pitcher out. There you go in the pitcher. Oh, was that trap or was it caught? Because if it was caught, that's a heck of a play by Don Smith. And they say he caught it. Don Smith takes a hit away from Wade Miley. Did he or did not? They're going to look at the replay, it looks like. I mean, that was pretty close. But if Don made a play, yes, he caught that ball. Heck of a fucking play by Dom Smith there, saving Rich Hill of giving up 2 more runs. Could have been a 5-1 game right there. What a heck of a play. This is what I'm talking about. You got to make plays on the field. And that's exactly what Don Smith there. That's defense. That's part of the game. It starts with pitching. If the pitching gets us into trouble, their other teammates have to step up and make plays. He was in a situation there where that ball looked like it was going to drop. But Don Smith came in there, really tracked it down, made a play, and made a grab. And that saved that inning there from being worse than it was already. So it ends the inning, man. So we're through 3.5 at Citi Field, and the Reds put up a 3 spot on the Mets. They lead 3-1 going into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, man. Bottom half of the fourth inning. The Mets trail the Reds 3-1. Wade Miley has now a 2-run lead. Where Jeff McNeil is going to lead off, and he swings and misses at the first pitch that he receives from Wade Miley. So McNeil, 0-1 count on Jeff McNeil. He grounded out his first time at the plate, and the pitch by Miley, and that is driven to the outfield, but he's getting under there. Fly ball over the center field. Akiyama is under it, and he puts it away near the right center field side. 1 out, nobody on, and that's going to bring up Javi Baez for the second time in this game. All right, Javi Baez grounded out his first time up on the very first pitch. He grounded over to short, 6-3 putout. Let's see what he does here in his second at bat as a New York Met. First pitch by Miley is missed inside and low. 1 ball, no strikes on Javi Baez. Next pitch, and Baez needs to hit that ball level. He fouled that one out of the play. I don't like his uppercut swing. He's gotta work on that, man. I mean, he's a talented player, man. I mean, he's got to work on those things. 1 ball, 1 strike on Javi. And a pitch. Another one, he's just chopping away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's got to understand, you don't need to over swing when you have a pitcher that doesn't throw that hard. Just trust your hands, let that ball travel, be patient, then just cut the ball in half. So those were big looping swings there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a little early. He's trying to really kill the ball. And then he swings and a miss. He strikes out just like that on 3 pitches. So, 2 outs, just like that. Miley did the right thing. Threw 2 off-speed pitches, then came with the heater. And just, again, oof. So 1 out and nobody. Oh, it's actually 2 out now for the Mets here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, James McCann coming up to the plate with 2 out and nobody on. Let's go, James. Let's get something going here, baby. Looks like it's going to be one of those long nights, man, if we don't get down to the nitty-gritty here and be a little more patient at the plate and not try to overswing on the balls. And McCann, up high and away, up high, period. 1 ball, no strikes on James McCann. He grounded out as well. There hasn't been a ball hit out of the infield by the New York Mets, at least that I recall. I have not seen it. There's been nothing but ground balls. That was a good cut by McNeil as it went straight back to the back of the... We need to win games here, man. I mean, we're keeping ourselves... We're allowing the Philadelphia Phillies, the Braves, to be able to have some sort of hope. And, man, it's crazy. And there goes another pitch. And it's down in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike now. That's that miss in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike on McCann. Let's see if McCann can get something going here with 2 outs just like the Reds did. And the pitch. Down and away as well. Another all-speed pitch. 3-1 now on McCann. So he's in a good spot with a 3-1 count. Got to be aggressive here. Anything in the strike zone, let's drive it. But again, we don't want to overswing. Make good contact. That was driven nice, but foul out of play. So 3-2, full count on James McCann. Miley is at 48 pitches. Asking the catcher to run the signs again. 3 balls, 2 strikes on James McCann. And McCann, I think Miley either called for time, he stepped off, or McCann stepped out and called for time. And a 3-2. Foul ball out of play by McCann. He stays in the count. So we'll go right back and run that 3-2 count again. Miley is about to throw his 50th pitch through 4 innings, so he has a fairly high pitch count as well. And a pitch down in the zone, just missed, ball 4. So McCann works out a walk. So McKenna, let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit of 2-out rally here. We got a runner at first, 2 out, and that brings up Dominic Smith, who walked his previous at bat. So he is on. So he's coming up with a base on balls on his last at bat. Miley is at 50 pitches, about to throw his 51st pitch of this game. Dom is waiting in the pitch, and Dom fouls it off out of play. Man, oh man, we just can't seem to hit this guy's balls. So we have trouble with guys that throw fairly good off-speed pitches, sliders, changeups. Most importantly, the hook, the curveball. We've been struggling with that all year long, man. Come on, guys, man. Be patient. Let that ball get in there a little bit more. And the pitch. And he misses that one down in his zone, swinging a miss, 86 miles an hour. And we're down. He is now a 0-2 count on Dom Smith. So Dom Smith is up there to protect the plate right now. And the pitch. That's down in the dirt. He lets that one go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, get back in the count. Let's go. Got to get back in the count, man. You got to battle there. 1 and 2, anything close, put the ball in play. Other than that, work the count up and let this guy work. He's got to give you something you can handle. And the 1-2 pitch. Oh, and that's inside. Man, it was close. It pretty much hit the box line on the television. But the umpire gave him a ball, man. It went in favor of Dom Smith. He could have called him out on that one, too. I guess when the catcher lines up on the left side and then he has to reach to his right side, that's a problem. That can definitely sway the umpire to think that, hey, you know what, you don't deserve to get that call. And here goes the pitch. And Dom hits a tapper right back to the pitcher, 1 hopper, and Miley sets his feet, throws him out over to Joey Votto, and a 1-3 putout. And man, oh man, the Reds, after 4, no runs, no runs, no hits. A runner at first on a base on balls and left on base. And after 4 innings, the Reds lead the Mets 3-1. We're going to go to the out-of-town scoreboard, see what's going on in the MLB, see if the Phillies and Atlanta are still winning or losing, which will help and benefit the Mets because right now we're down 3-1. So let's see what's going on in the world of the MLB. So they're in the bottom of the 8th inning in Detroit, and the Orioles still lead the Tigers 5-1. Top of the 7th, in Tampa, the Rays have taken a 6-5 lead over the Boston Red Sox. Top of the 7th in Miami, the Yankees lead the Marlins 4-2. Top of the 5th in Washington, the Cubbies have put up 5 runs on the Nationals. They lead 5-1. Top of the 6th in Pittsburgh, the Pirates still lead the Phillies. The Phillies did score a run, but the Pirates still lead 2-1. So let's go Pirates. Bottom of the 5th in Texas, the Rangers have tied this game up 2-2 with the Seattle Mariners. Top of the 6th in the South Side, Chicago, the White Sox lead the Indians 6-4. Top of the 5th, the Twins and the Cardinals. In St. Louis, the Twins lead the Cardinals 7-1. In Atlanta, the Brewers are still hanging in there. They lead 1-0 over the Bravos. Bottom of the 2nd, in Arizona, the Dodgers lead 3-0 already over the Diamondbacks. Middle of the 1st inning just starting in San Diego. The San Diego Padres and the Rockies are scoreless. All right, we're going now to the top half of the 5th inning here at Citi Field. The Reds lead the Mets 3-1. And we need to get a very quick inning here and get ourselves to be up at the plate, up at that plate again, and see if we can tie this game. So Rich Hill is coming out for the 5th inning. He's 69 pitches deep. Had a rough 4th inning. Let's see how he does here. He's going to go up against the top of the order again. And he throws a breaking pitch up high. It floats up high in the zone on Jonathan India, who has been hit by a pitch. And it's awful one with a hit by pitch. And here comes the 71st pitch for Mr. Rich Hill. And the pitch. Ground ball tapped over to third base. One hopper to Jonathan Villar, right over to first base to Pete Alonso. And there is one out. So we got him out of there. A 5-3 put out. So 1 out, nobody on. Mr. Winker coming up to the plate. He's flied out and he's struck out, so he's 0 for 2. He's come in and he's always been dangerous against the Mets. So hopefully, that'll be the end of that. So Jesse Winker and the pitch by Rich Hill. It's away. Off speed. Away from the plate. 1 ball, no strikes on Mr. Winker. 72 pitches deep. For Rich Hill. And the pitch. Away from the plate again. Down low. Out of the strike zone. 2-0 count on Winker. He is now in a good spot. Good hitters count for Mr. Winker. Come on, let's go, Rich, man. Let's go. We know we got to be a little careful here with these guys, but come on, let's not fall too far behind on the pitches. And there you go. He got him inside. He pops it up in the infield. It's actually in foul territory. McCann is getting under it right behind the plate, and he puts it away. Way to go, Rich Hill. He jams Winker. Winker having a tough time with Rich Hill. And that is the second out of the inning. So the Reds, just like that, there's 2 out. So a pop out to McCann, man. That brings up Kyle Farmer is 1 for 2. He singled and he also has scored. He came home on that 3-run homer by Suarez. And the first pitch to Farmer, he fouls it off out of play, man. 0-1 count already on Farmer. Come on, Hill. We need a nice, smooth 1-2-3 inning here. Get out of here as quick as you can, buddy. 75 pitches deep already for Rich Hill. He's about to throw his 76th pitch. And here it comes. 0-1. And there goes a ball that's hit well to left field. Will it go out? It's going his way back. It is gone. A home run. My goodness, a home run here for Farmer as well. And now the Reds have tacked on another run, and it's now 4-1 Cincinnati. Man, oh man, that's not what we needed. 424-foot shot by Kyle Farmer. And a New York Met fan threw that ball back into the field. They don't want to keep that home run ball. A little bit of bad blood between the Reds and our beloved New York Met fans. We're not liking these guys too much. Yeah, that ball, man, a terrible play by the fan out there with a glove. He totally missed the ball. Looking at the replay, totally missed the ball. But that's how it is, man. So 2 out. He got out of there with 2 outs really quickly. All of a sudden, boom, a good fat one over the plate, and Farmer hit it out. Now he's got to be careful with Joey Votto, who's been a hot home run hitter as of late. But 4-1 lead. First pitch to Votto is in there in the outside corner, down in the zone for a strike. So we got a 1 strike on Joey Votto. 2 out, nobody on. 4-1 Cincinnati. And that's in there again now. 0-2. So he's bulldogging, going in there, hitting, locating with his fastball on Joey Votto. Let's see if he's just going to go out there and chuck away here on 3 straight pitches against Joey Votto. I would think he'll come with the all-speed pitch here. He decided to go and throw kind of a little sidearm, little submarine throw over there to the catcher. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as he missed with that pitch. Come on, come over the top. Give him something good. Let's go. Let's get him out of there. So let's see if he goes down in the zone and the pitch. It is down in the zone. Ground ball, foul, out of play. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Joey Votto with 2 out and nobody on. So the Reds taking now a 3-run lead on our beloved Mets. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to fight back on this game. We can't lose games, man. We have to try to be in every game we play at this point. There goes a ball. It was hung, and he fly out over to center field, and Kevin Pillar gets under it, and the light in left center field for the final out. The Reds put up 1 run on the home run by Farmer. There was nobody left on, and after 4.5 innings, it's the Reds 4, the Mets 1. We're gonna have to play catch up here. Be back after this. All right, here we go. We're going to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Mets are trailing 4-1. Let's see if we can get something rocking and rolling here. Kevin Pillar just hit the ball foul out of play on a 1-0 count, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike on KP. One count, bottom of the fifth inning. Let's go, Mets, baby. Let's go. We got to get something going here. We got to get some base runners. We got to get this pitcher to go a little bit deeper in his counts. And the pitch is down in the zone. 2-1 now on Pillar. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Kevin Pillar. Nobody on. Just starting the bottom half of the fifth inning at Citi Field. And the 2-1 pitch. And fouled off out of play down the third base side by KP. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I see some big, quick swings, a little bit strong swings. I think they need to just ease up a little bit. And the 2-2, up high, man. Was chucking there. Totally missed with his fastball, 91 miles an hour by Wade Miley. So it's a full count on KP. We could definitely use him on the base paths. Very scrappy. And the pitch. Oh, my goodness. That was a good pitch. He did paint it. Got to give it to him. It was a strike. Kevin Pillar is arguing, saying no, but I believe so. I believe it's a strike. All right. So KP strikes out. Caught looking. So 1 out, nobody on. Now bring up Brandon Drury. It is a strike. It caught the corner. It was just a pitcher's pitch. He painted it. Good call by the umpire. Sucks for us as Mets fans because obviously we want him to get on base. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. We got to move on. Here we go. So Brandon Drury up at the plate. First pitch. Oh, my goodness. He gets under it. Pops it up in the infield. Joey Votto is calling for it. And he gets under it right near the pitcher's mound for the second out. So 1 pitch and 1 out on Drury. And here goes Wade Miley getting through this inning pretty quickly again on just about 6 pitches thus far. And he's got 2 out. One pitch and an out. My goodness. This is when it gets terrible as a fan. You're like hoping to get something rolling, get something going, get some momentum going, and nothing's happening. Nothing. And the pitch by So J.D. Davis is pinch hitting for Rich Hill. So Rich Hill's night is over. So 1-0 on Davis. Now he has a good hitter's count right off the bat. And he hits another weak grounder over the short and right over the first base. 6-3 put out, and that ends the 5th inning. Pretty smooth inning for Miley. Just like that, he threw about 9 or 10 pitches total in that inning. So we're not working him deep, but after 5 innings, Cincinnati leads 4-1. All right, we're back here, top of the 6th inning. Mets trail 4-1, and Diaz is in for the New York Mets. Yaseny Diaz, 10 games in, 3.86 earned run average, 14 innings, 13 hits, walked 7, strikeout 15, has allowed 2 home runs. First batters face him, they're only averaging a .222 batting average. So he has done fairly well for us out of the pen. And there goes another nice pitch, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, painting the outside corner in middle top half corner for a strike. So 0-2 count on Aquino, and he chucked away on a high pitch on him, 97 mile an hour on the freaking radar, and Aquino goes after it and he strikes out swinging. So Aquino's out of there on 3 pitches. So 3 pitches in for Mr. Diaz. He's done well there. Up is Mr. Suarez. Last time up, he hit a 3-run homer over Rich Hill, and that's been pretty much the difference in the game. This time, first pitch, flies out over to right field. Brandon Drury getting under it, and he makes the play, puts the put out. And there you go. 4 pitches in, 2 outs. Way to go, Mr. Diaz. So fly out over to right field And they are 2 out now for the Reds. So up is Mr. Barnhart. The last time up, he was hit by a pitch on top of his helmet. So 1 ball, no strikes. And a ground ball, foul, out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So Barnhart, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. The Reds lead 4-1. We are in the top half of the 6th inning. Diaz looking in. And the pitch by Diaz. And that's a weak ground ball over on the shift to Baez. Baez right over, 6-3 put on. That's the end of the inning. A great inning for Mr. Diaz. So 4-1 Reds after 5.5 innings, man. Come on, we got to get something going here. We're way behind. 3-run. We haven't been able to get nothing started with Mr. Wade Miley. So bottom of the 6th coming up now here for the New York Mets. They're trailing the Cincinnati Reds 4-1. Wade Miley is still on the mound. He's been efficient with his pitch count, and that's one of the reasons why until we start getting him into deeper counts and we start making him pay by getting some base runners on base and getting some hits, we'll be able to get him and get him chased out of there. But right now he's pitching well. He's only given up 1 run on 2 hits. We need to get something going here. So we got the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th. Hopefully we can get something rolling. Jonathan VR is up. And this is going to be the 65th pitch. And Wade misses way up in the strike zone. Wade Miley. So VR 1 for 2 with an RBI single thus far tonight. We need him to get on base here right now. We need some base runners. And that ball is down in the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. It actually rolls away from the catcher, Barnhart. So 2-0 count. VR is in a great spot. Nice hitter count here. Look at 11 ground balls. He just put up his stats. 2 fly balls today, 2 strikeouts. He's been pretty darn good. And that ball is down in the zone, and VR has been patient. Last time he was up 3-0, and he actually got a hit, broke his bat, and got himself a base hit. And at that point in time, the game, that was big. But here we are, 3-0 count. I don't think he's going to be doing that again. I think he's going to definitely take a pitch here. And he does, and it's away from the zone. So it's ball 4. So VR is on with a leadoff walk. And that's going to bring up Pete Alonso. And Pete is going to have to be just as patient and look for something he can handle. He can very easily, with a 2-run shot here, if he was to get one, put us right back in his game and be a 1-run deficit. But we don't need him to do that. We need to get base runners here. We need to move the guys on these base pads and keep the guys moving. So if we can get a hit here, that'll be awesome. We cannot hit into a ground ball double play once again, which he's in the same position as he was the last time. So he's 0 for 2 with a ground out, and he's grounded into a double play. So 2 ground balls by Pete Alonso today. He definitely needs to hit something on the line here. And here we go, man. Miley versus Pete Alonso, Chapter 3. And the pitch. And that one is down in the zone. Missed. The umpire didn't give him the strike there, but that caught the bottom half of the zone, at least on the box on the television screen. So he was down in the strike zone. It was a pretty decent pitch by Miley, but he misses. The umpire called it a ball, so it's 1-0 on Pete Alonso. So he's already ahead in the count. Let's look for something we can handle here, Pete. Cut the ball in half. Be patient, baby. And let's get something going here. So 1-0, and this is going to be pitch number 69 for... And there goes one hit. Hard. Oh, and it drops in front of Winker. Wow. I don't know. That looked like it was a fly ball opportunity. I thought he was just going to square up and line that up and catch it. But all of a sudden it just dropped. So he must judge that ball somehow. Line drive. I guess he thought it was going deeper. And then it just fell like about a good 15, 20 feet in front of him. So... man, we get a base hit here by Pete Alonso, so we got something cooking here. Let's go, Mets, baby. Let's go. One runner's on first and second. Nobody out. This is our chance right here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. We got Jeff McNeil, and then we got Javi Baez. Let's go, man. Let's get this thing done. So Alonso, VR, base on balls. He's on first. No double play balls, man. Let's hit the ball on the line. Line drives. Whoa, they're trying to pick him off, and they got him. My goodness. Come on, VR. That's the one thing you don't want to do is get picked off there. Jesus, man. Are you freaking kidding me? Come on. We need the base runners, and you go and you get caught. He's out. Damn it. Damn, man. That's a big blow, VR, man. We can't get thrown out there, man. We need the base runners, baby. No need to be overly aggressive there with nobody out. No need for a big lead. That sinks the inning. That's what happens, man. This is why we discussed this in previous videos that I've discussed. Because, I mean, being a former coach, momentum just goes the other way, man. These are just boneheaded plays we cannot have done on the base pads when we're trailing by 3 runs. So you could get your primary lead, but your secondary lead doesn't have to be that much of a lead, or not to the point that you're very overly aggressive and you think that you're going to get picked off. Plus, he was all flat-footed. He wasn't even athletic at all. Look, flat-footed. What? They just show the replay. He was just straight up flat-footed, just standing there with a lead, not even athletic at all. So that's what you get, and that's a learning lesson, hopefully, for VR to not to do that again the next time. All right, 2-1 now. McNeil, as we still got a runner at first with 1 out. So he was caught. So that is a 1-6 put out. Oh, and McNeil fouls one off out of play. So it's a 2-2 count now on McNeil with 1 out and 1 on. We need McNeil to have a quality at bat here so that maybe it will put Javi in a position, especially if he has a runners on first and second, that he gets maybe a little bit more fired up and be a little more patient at the plate and maybe get something that he can handle. So we'll see what happens, man. But it's important to get on, and because they're probably going to want to challenge Javi considering that he has a high strikeout ratio. And the pitch. And that is hit well. Is he going to get in the gap? Get in the gap, baby. Get in there. Oh, my God. What a play by Winker. That's what this guy can do. The other one he misjudged, and all of a sudden he cuts that one off. Heck of a play by Winker. Unbelievable, man. 2 out. Wow. He's been hurting us, man. He plays good defense. I don't know what he did with the Alonso. He just told him this one he did not misjudge. He made a heck of a play. And that's what we talk about here when it comes to baseball. You got to make plays in the outfield, in the infield. And he made a hell of a play. You got to tip your hat off to him. So McNeil hit the ball well. It could have been a nice double there that would have been we would have been able to possibly put runners on second and third, maybe even score Pete, depending on how Karam's off the wall. But here we go. Javi Baez was up at the plate, and the first pitch to him is down low near his feet for a ball. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out, so we need Javi to get himself going here. He's batting .246 with 22 dingers this year and 65 RBIs with a .771 OPS while he was with the Cubs. When he swings that one down in the zone, I don't like the fact he was swinging hard and he was pulling out. So his head pulled out of there. So 1-1 on Javi. Come on, Javi, let's go. So we still have Pete Alonso at first with 2 out. Javi Baez up at the plate with a 1-1 count. The Reds lead 4-1. Ground ball hit down the third base line. Foul. Man, oh man, oh man. This is stressful. Wade Miley been efficient. 78 pitches through the 6th inning. And the pitch. And there goes the ball. Is it hit out of here? Come on. Is it? Welcome to New York. Javi Baez, boy, with a 2-run homer. Let's go, baby. We're back in it. Way to go. Let's go, Mets. Wow. Javi Baez coming through in his third at-bat as a New York Met. Hits a 2-run homer over the left field wall. 412 feet. And it's now 4-3. We'll cut the deficit down to 1. Heck of a fucking damn drive there by Javi Baez, man. Welcome to New York, baby. Let's go. Man, oh man, what a shot. Man, I know for a fact he's feeling good right now. This is a great way to come to a new team and right away produce and make something happen. Takes the pressure off a little bit, so hopefully he'll be able to just go out there and play his game from this moment on forward. Wham! Right there, man. My goodness. He put it right in the wheelhouse, and he just drove it. He didn't miss it. And Lindor is just cheering him on. And he got a little standing ovation. He went out there and tipped off his helmet. Great job, Javi Baez, man. Welcome to New York, baby. Let's go. All right, we're back in this game, folks. Let's go, man. It's 4-3. Follow it up. Let's go. Put the ball in play, James McCann. Let's go. And Miley comes back down in his zone, 90 mile an hour, and he puts it in for a strike. Oh, come on, McCann. Come on. You can do better than that, kid. 0-2 now. Let's go, man. That could have been a tying home run. You see how that big play by VR could have put the game at 4-4? This is why I discussed, man. You just don't know. When you see all these things happen, you don't know how it's going to unfold. But because of that blunder play of him getting picked off, it took a run away. Right now, it would have been 4-4 just on that. And it was a ball hit by McCann towards right field. And Aquino's there, and he makes the play, and that's going to be the third out. But, man, what an inning, man. Javi Baez hits a 2-run homer. It makes it a 4-3 game. And that's all we can ask for, man. But we could have had a 4-4 game tie right now with that dinger if VR did not get caught off of second base there, man. He was just leaning. He was just there basically just standing there. Wasn't even athletic at all. It was just a killer. So that's how it ends in the bottom of the 6th. So we're back in the game. We're down by 1 run. It's 4-3 after 6. Let's look at the Major League Baseball, the MLB scoreboard, and see what's going on over there. See what's going on in the MLB right now and see if we hopefully creep up a little bit more on this game and possibly pull the game out. So it's a final in Detroit. The Orioles beat the Tigers 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning in Tampa. The Rays lead 6-5. So the Rays are looking to get a game up on the Red Sox. They are in the top of the ninth inning in Miami, so Miami's going to get another chance to bat. They are trailing the Yankees 4-2. The Cubbies are in the top of the seventh inning in Washington, and they lead the Nationals 5-1. So they're coasting along there. The Pittsburgh Pirates are holding strong. They have had the Phillies on 1 run on 3 hits through 7 innings. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia Phillies 2-1. So hold on there, Pirates. We need at least 6 more outs from you guys. We go to Texas. The Texas Rangers have now taken the lead over the Seattle Mariners. They lead 3-2 in the top half of the 7th inning. The Indians have come back on the Chicago White Sox, and they have now taken the lead. They were trailing 6-4. Now they are leading 8-4 in the top of the 7th inning, and they're still batting with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bottom of the 6th, in St. Louis, the Twins are up 8-1 on the Cardinals. The Bravos and the Milwaukee Brewers are definitely in a pitcher's duel there. There's 1-1 in the top of the 6th. 1 run on 4 hits for the Brewers, 1 run on 6 hits for the Braves. Bottom of the 4th inning in Arizona, the Dodgers still lead 3-0 there. Top of the 3rd in San Diego is still scoreless between the Padres and the Rockies. Then we have finals earlier. The Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-0. The Giants beat the Astros 8-6, and the Angels beat the Athletics 1-0. And that's where we stand right now, thus far. All right, we're gonna go now to the top of the 7th inning here at Citi Field, and it's 4-3 Cincinnati. The Reds are going to have the bottom of the order, Akiyama, probably a pinch hitter for maybe Miley, possibly, and then Jonathan India topping, getting back to the top of the order. All right, so actually, Jeurys Familia is in now. Familia is in. And this first pitch is down in the zone 4 strike, so 94-mile-an-hour strike. So no balls and 1 strike, as Jeurys Familia is in the game now for the New York Metropolitans. And the pitch, down and away, 95-mile-an-hour splitter, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike on Akiyama. And the pitch by Familia, his 3rd. And it's away, 96 miles an hour, just misses the outside corner, so it's 2-1. Akiyama 2 for 2 with a single and double, so he's having a great night, but that was all against Rich Hill. We'll see how it pans out for him here against Familia. And the 2-1. And that's a ground ball foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Akiyama. Two balls and 2 strikes. And that's a foul ball out of play there. So 5 pitches in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and struck him out of there. Great play by Familia. So 1 out for the Reds. Sorry about that. Back at it, Familia. So 0-1 count. So 1 out, nobody on. Familia getting the strike on Akiyama. There is a I stepped away for a moment. I don't know who's batting here. Yeah, there is a pinch. Whoa, that is Wade Miley is still in the game. Wow. So they left Miley in the game. He grounds out over to second base. McNeil over to Pete Alonso. A 4-3 put out, and he is out, 2 out. Familia 8 pitches in. He already's got 2 out. That brings up the top of the order with Jonathan India. Come on, Familia, let's go. 1, 2, 3 inning. Get the bats up at the plate again, and let's see if we can get some more runs here and take the lead in this game. And Familia with the pitch. That's down and away in the zone, 90 mile an hour. Splitter. 1 ball, no strikes on Jonathan India. And the 1-0. Inside, misses inside, 97 mile an hour. So it's 2-0. Familia, he's got to get back in that count, man. Don't get too far behind on this kid because he's already in the hitter's count. You got to try to locate your pitches with this kid. So 2-0. He's going to have to give him something decent here. I would look for a splitter down in the zone. And the pitch. Oh, and he totally misses the zone. And it's 3-0. It's just, this is what you don't want to see. 3-0 count, man. Come on now. You're allowing these guys to get back in this count with a 3-0 count. I mean, he can wait a pitch now, or he can just have the green line and just rock and roll here. Here we go. 3-0 count. Let's get a pitch over. He should be definitely taken, and he is. So it's 3-1. Now is when he's probably going to have the green light. 3-1. He should be aggressive here. He should be. Familia, you're going to have to try to get looks in. There's nobody on base. Don't get beat in the strike zone, but down or away. That's it. It's got to be a strike. I'm not talking about putting it down the pipe. And here we go, 3-1. That was a middle of the strike zone, but it was definitely dropping. So that's why he didn't get a good piece of it. But he fouled it off, India. So it's now a full count. 3-2 on Jonathan India. So he was able to battle back in there. 13 pitches deep. This is going to be the 14th pitch. And the 14th pitch, ooh, he did not go for it. Ball 4. I don't understand. Why not try to get this kid out, with a sinker, 96, with all that movement. Get one with a lot of movement, sinker in. He could have gotten this kid out. Now you put yourself in a position where you got a base runner, and obviously the next hitter is more than capable of hitting the ball out of the park in Winker, and he's been really been a killer to the Mets. Not only hitting, but defensively as well. So, I mean, I don't know. That approach, I just didn't agree with that. I think you definitely needed to do a sinker there, tailing in, but in the strike zone. And he basically just totally missed the entire strike zone on that pitch. So, here we go. 14 pitches deep, so it's 2 out and 1 on, and Winker at the plate. And he hits a weak ground ball over to first base. Just tag him or go to the bag, and Pete Alonso goes straight to the bag. And thank goodness he got Winker out of there, man, on one pitch. All right, Familia, you did your job, baby. All right. You did the job. So, top of the 7th inning, no runs, no hits, nobody on base. Left one runner left on base with the base on balls. And after 6.5 innings at Citi Field, the Reds still lead the Mets 4-3. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th inning at Citi Field. The Mets are trailing 4-3. Wade Miley still in the game. And the Mets are going to have their 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters up. We got Don Smith, KP, and Brandon Drury coming up for the New York Mets here in the bottom half of the 7th. And the first pitch over is fouled off out of play by Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith is 0 for 1 with a walk. And Dom definitely needs to get that bat cooking again. It hasn't been that warm as of late. So let's see if Dom can get something going here. And the next pitch. And that's a fly ball over to left field. Winker is getting under it, and he definitely gets it done. So he is out of there. Fly out to 7 to the left field. Don Smith is out. 1 out, nobody on. All right, that brings up KP up to the plate. Last time up, he got called strike 3 looking. When he fouls that one off, that ball was way out the side of the plate, outside of the plate, and he still got a piece of it. So he's 0 for 2 with a ground out and, of course, a strikeout. And the pitch by Miley. Ooh, that's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count on KP. KP looking to get on base, man. We need a base runner to try to get ourselves in position to tie this game. And the 1-1. And that's up high in the strike zone. Just missed. Nice pitch by Miley. Just missed it. That's ball 2. So now we're in a good spot for KP here. Pilar, 2 balls, 1 strike, and a 2-1. Down in the zone, hitting the dirt. Just in front of the, just right after the plate. So it's ball 3. So Pilar, 3 balls and 1 strike. Come on, buddy. Let's look for something we can handle here. Let's cut the ball in half and let's drive it. 3-1 count. Should be a good hitter's count. And a pitch. Oh, and he swings and misses, man. 3-2. Jeez. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got Brandon Drury up at the plate next, and he is pretty dangerous. He's capable of taking it right out of the park. So let's go. Let's get a base runner here. KP, 3-2. Here it comes. He fly ball over to right field. He's running. Aquino's going closer to the line, and he makes the play. And that is 2 out, fly out for Mr. Pilar. So 2 out and nobody on for our beloved New York Mets. All right, Brandon Drury up. Last time up, well, first time up, he hit a double. So he's 1 for 2 with a double and a run score. We need a base runner. If anything, we need him to clock one out of the park. And that ball's in there for a call strike. So 1 strike on Brandon Drury. Mets need to manufacture another run or 2 here. They are down, trailing 4-3. And he checks his swing there. Did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brandon Drury. Come on, let's go, Brandon. And Miley looks in and a pitch. That's down in the zone and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Miley's up to about 80 somewhat pitches. Oh, he's up at 90. 94 pitches deep for Miley. And the 2-1. Outside, way outside, 3-1. But you better not even think about swinging at that. So 3-1 on Drury. He had KP at 3-1, and KP ended up flying out to right field. So let's see what happens here with the 3-1 pitch. Oh, come on. The ball was away. It was ball 4. He swings at ball 4, so it's 3-2 now, full count. Jeez Louise. Come on, man. Let's go, Drury. Better at bat than that, man. A little more discipline there. So a 3-2, 97th pitch coming up by Miley. This is probably going to be his last inning. And a pitch. Hit hard, but right over the short. And right over the first base. And that's a 6-3 putout. And the Reds finish up the inning. So at the end of 7 innings at Citi Field, the Reds still hold a 4-3 lead. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard here at the MLB. Let's look at the MLB. See what's going on in the MLB here, man. So, we do have that final. The Orioles beat the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. We're in the top of the ninth in Tampa, and the Rays have piled on a few more runs, and now they have a good control of this game. They lead the Red Sox. Red Sox are about to go up for their last at-bat. They're trailing 9-5 against the Rays. The Rays more than likely is going to take over first place here with this win by half game. So this is a very important weekend between those two teams. They got the Yankees in the bottom of the ninth inning, and they are holding on to a 4-2 lead. So they're about to possibly get a win. We got the Cubbies at the Nationals. They lead 6-1 in the top of the eighth. The Phillies have tied the game in the top of the eighth inning, and it's now 2-2 between them and the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Come on, Pirates, come up with a run. The Pirates are batting in the bottom of the eighth. Top of the eighth inning in Texas, the Rangers lead the Mariners 3-2. Bottom of the seventh in Chicago, the White Sox are trailing to the Cleveland Indians 10-7. End of 7 innings in St. Louis, and the Twins are in control of that game. They lead 8-1. Bottom of the sixth in Atlanta, the Brewers and the Braves are still battling it at 1-1. Oh, the Braves have just put up 2 more runs now, so they lead 3-1. That's not good news for the Mets. We need to get some runs here, as now the Braves have taken the lead in their game against the Brewers. So it's 3-1 Braves in the bottom of the sixth. End of the fourth inning in Arizona, and the Diamondbacks have scored 2 runs, and they have made the game a little closer. The Dodgers lead 3-2. Bottom of the third in San Diego, the game tied 2-2 between the Padres and the Rockies. And back to our game here at Citi Field. So we're going to be going now to top of the eighth inning here. So the top of the eighth, they're going to have Farmer, who hit a home run his last at bat, Votto, and Aquino here for the Cincinnati Reds. Seth Lugo is in for the New York Mets, and the pitch to Farmer is in there for a call strike one. So strike one. So 0-1 on Farmer, and this is Seth Lugo. So it's the Mets' 4th pitcher in the game. And the pitch, and that ball is hit well towards right field. It drops in there for a base hit. So Farmer is on with a hit after he hit a home run in his last at bat. So there is a leadoff single for the Cincinnati Reds. So the Reds have started off the inning off of Seth Lugo with a base hit by Farmer. That's going to bring up Joey Votto. And the pitch by Lugo is in there for a call strike. 94 mile an hour inside corner. 0-1 on Joey Votto, who's been very dangerous as of late. He has an 8-game home run streak, so we're hoping to definitely snap that. Got to keep him off the base. If we can get him out of here, in this inning, it will be hopefully the last time we'll see him tonight. Again, we're in the top half of the 8th inning. Then the pitch, and that's driven well. Hopefully, Drury off the edge of the wall. And Votto's going to get himself a long single. That was well played by Drury. He felt like he didn't have a play at all, and he was just hoping it just didn't go over the wall. He was just trying to measure where it would bounce off the wall, and he was able to get a good carom off the wall and get that ball in quick enough to hold Joey Votto to a long single. But he almost hit another home run, another maybe 10 feet. That ball's out of the park. It hit... Oh, man, it hit the orange. Yeah, I thought it hit the bottom. That hit the orange part. It didn't go over the fence, but it hit the orange. He basically didn't need 10 feet. Sorry about that, folks. He needed like about 6 inches. 6 to 8 inches. It would have been out. Oh, my goodness. I almost jinxed ourselves. All right, so that's going to bring up Naquin. I think it's going to come up. I think he's pinch hitting for Aquino. Yes, he is. Tyler Naquin is coming up. He's batting .244 with 13 home runs, 55 RBIs, and a .730 OPS. for the Cincinnati Reds here, as they got now runners on first and third off of Lugo. Lugo having his trouble here. So Farmer led off with a single. He's now at third on the double off the wall. But not the double, excuse me, the long single. It could have been a double. The long single from Joey Votto. So we got first and third runners on the corners with nobody out, and Seth Lugo is going to have to look for a double play ball here. Jeremy Hefner is out to speak to Seth Lugo. They're strategizing on how they're going to handle this situation here with Naquin up at the plate. So Tyler Naquin is coming up to the plate, pinch hitting for Aquino. Reds are looking to put up some more runs here on the Mets on the top half of the eighth inning. They do lead 4-3. Seth Lugo is on the mound. He's thrown 4 pitches, but he's been hit for a single and almost a home run. As Joey Votto hit one right off the edge of the wall in right field, and it was held to a single just by a good carom off the wall and retrievement of Brandon Drury, holding Joey Votto to a long single. But they didn't score yet, so let's see if we can get out of here somehow. Seth Lugo needs a strikeout so that we can eventually go after the double play ball. Let's see what happens here. So the first pitch to Tyler Naquin is up high in the zone for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0. 2 on, nobody out. A swing and a miss by Naquin at 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler Naquin. And the 1-1. Another big swing and a miss by Naquin. 96-mile-an-hour fastball there by Seth Lugo, and it's 1-2 on Naquin. We can really use a big strikeout here, so I won't expect Lugo to chuck him with a fastball. I would think he's going to come in with an off-speed pitch, but the way McCann is holding the glove, he went and he chucked, and he put a little more stank into that one. He chucked away and got Naquin to swing at a high strike in the strike zone for swing strike 3. So a swing and miss strike 3 for Tyler Naquin, who pinched hit for Aquino. And Seth Lugo comes through with a lot of revolutions per minute on that pitch. Good job there by Seth Lugo. I didn't anticipate him going and being a bulldog there, but he went and he got it done. So now here comes up Suarez, who has 1 hit today, and it was a big one, and it's probably the main, obviously is the biggest hit of the game thus far with that 3-run homer just before actually Walker's, Kyle Farmer's, his home run being the 4th run for the Reds right now is pretty much going to be the key for them if this game holds up the way it is right now at 4-3. But it's 4-3, Cincinnati, top of the 8th inning. There's 1 out, runners in the corner, and Seth Lugo is dialing in on Suarez, who hit a 3-run homer earlier. Suarez fouled off the first pitch, so it's 0-1 on Suarez. And here comes Seth. And he sets, and a pitch. Down in the zone, well protected by James McCann. Can't let a pass ball or a wild pitch here. I mean, it's critical. That 1-run deficit is all we want to really stay with right now. We don't want to fall behind by 2 or more runs in the 8th inning after we had that big hit by Javi Baez. And the pitch. What was that at? That's not a strike? Yes. All right, he went, but I thought that should have been called a strike by the umpire. So 1-2 on Suarez. We'll take it. Yeah, that home plate umpire should have seen that bat crossed over the plate. So I'm very disappointed about that. That should have been a strike, a swing strike. Third baseman got to see that. As third base umpire should have seen that as well. All right, 1-2, man. Let's get another strikeout here. Are you going to chuck away or are you going to come up with an off-speed pitch? And Seth Lugo's dialing in and a pitch. Oh, and he got him. My goodness, strike 3, and he's out of there. Suarez caught looking, and Seth Lugo's come back with back-to-back strikeouts, and now it's 2 out and 2 runners still on. And man, we can probably get out of this inning. If he can get out of this inning and come back and get 3 straight strikeouts, that would be phenomenal. But that ball got a little help. The umpire was a little bit away. McCann did a good job in bringing it a little bit in, just enough for the umpire to say that's it. Well, so it looks like, Luis Rojas is coming out, and I think that is it for Seth Lugo. And they're going to bring in Aaron Loop, of course, for the lefty-lefty situation. So here we go. Seth Lugo did his job. He got caught up with 2 hits right away, but he came back, fanned the next 2 batters. So now there's runners in the corners with 2 out, and Aaron Loop is coming in to hopefully get this 3rd out. Come on, guys. Let's go. We need this. So here we go. Aaron Loop is in. This is the situation. Top of the 8th inning. The Reds lead 4-3. They got the first 2 batters on with a base hit by Farmer and then a ball that just missed a home run by about inches in right field. Carry him off the wall very well. Well played by Brandon Jury to hold Joey Votto to a single. The corners, they were 1st and 3rd with nobody else. Seth Lugo got out of it, got 2 strikeouts back-to-back. And then now they bring in Aaron Loop to try to get this 3rd out. And it's actually lefty-righty situation here. So we have another pinch hitter. So Wade Miley is finally out. No, they are batting for Bernhardt. And Aaron Loop is in, and the pitch is in there for a call strike 1. So we got 1 strike, 2 out, 2 on, 4-3 Cincinnati, top of the 8th inning. Come on, Loop. Loop is in it with a 1.34 earned run average. He's been phenomenal. He's been fantastic for us. And we want him to continue to do what he does best, and that's get people out. And the pitch. Down low inside, really inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Stevenson at the plate, pinch hitting for Barnhart. Stevenson. Let me just put that in the book. And the 1-1 pitch by Loop. Way inside again, close to the feet. Come on, Loop. Let's go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's get this guy out of here. He just came out of the bench. We don't want to build up any confidence. We don't want to give him a good hitter's count. It's 2-1. He's already in a hitter's count, but we don't want that to be any better than that. Let's get one in there. And the pitch. And there goes a fly ball, foul, out of play. So 2-2. So Loop is in a good spot. He is now ahead. Can try to mix things up a little bit here. Two count on Stevenson, the pinch hitter. He came in to pinch hit for Bernhardt. Runners in the corner. Aaron Loop with the pitch. Nope. He throws over to first base. Got him picked off. Okay, they got him on a rundown between third and home. This should be it right here. Good job, guys. Great job there. The Reds try to lead. Votto tried to lead a little bit off of first base. Got caught up in a rundown. Was thrown down by McCann. Pete Alonso did the right thing. Obviously, you don't want that first runner at first base to get into a rundown, and then he ends up the runner at third ends up scoring. So we want to make sure that either we get him out quickly when you cannot. Make sure you try to get the other runner at third base who's in the scoring position, who was closest to home, in the rundown. So you got him in a pickle, got him out of there in 2 throws, and that is exactly what you want to get done. That was well played by the New York Mets. Bad decision by the Cincinnati Reds, and that's the end of the top half of the 8th inning, and it's still 4-3 Cincinnati. Man, what a way to get out of that inning. Good job by Aaron Loop and the Met defense on that play. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and hopefully we'll be able to put up some runs here and get back in this game. We're going to have the bottom of the order, so we should probably have another pinch hitter, and then we're going to have VR and then Pete Alonso. So we got 9, 1, and 2. So let's get it rocking here. All right, let's go to the MLB. Let's go to the scoreboard and see what's going on in the MLB right now at this very moment. We're going to reload this. All right, bottom of the 8th, Cubbies lead the Nationals 6-2. Top of the 9th in Pittsburgh, still tied 2-2 between Philly and the Pirates. Top of the 9th, tied in Texas, Mariners 3, Rangers 3. Bottom of the 7th, the Indians lead the White Sox. The White Sox have put on 2 more runs, making it closer, but it's Indians 10, White Sox 8. 8th inning. At the end of 8 innings in St. Louis, the Twins lead the Cardinals 8-1. The Braves still lead the Brewers 3-1. They're in the top of the 7th. Come on, let's go Milwaukee. Bottom of the 5th, Diamondbacks have just tied the game with the Dodgers. It's 3-3. Blue Jays won 4-0. The Giants beat the Astros earlier 8-6, and the Angels beat the Athletics 1-0. And then the final score, the Orioles beat the Tigers 5-2. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning. This is it. So we got Freeman in now. Naquin over in right field. Lorenzen is now pitching, and Stevenson is now behind the plate for Barnhart. And this is it, man. This is it. We got to get it going here. If we can get a run here to tie the game or 2, we'll be good. So Conforto coming off the bench to pinch hit against Michael Lorenzen. So it's Conforto who's going to come in and pinch hit. And the pitch up high in the zone, but just caught the corner for a strike. So no balls and 1 strikes on Michael Conforto. Come on, Mikey. Let's go, baby. And the 0-1 down in the zone. Let's be disciplined. Let's be patient. 1-1 count. They got the shift on Conforto. He's got to learn to go the other way. He was doing that so well last year, and he has not been good at all with the hitting the ball the other way this year. He's got to learn to spray the ball around on the field so they will not shift on him as much. And the pitch. And he was pulling away on that. He pulled out, and he swung on the ball down in the zone and then almost in the dirt. Come on, Mikey, man. You're better than that, baby. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Michael Conforto. Come on. We need a base runner, baby. Come on. Jeez. And the 1-2 pitch on Conforto. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Come on, baby. Wait for something to come over the plate. Something you can handle. You can tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat. But we need you on. We only need a base hit. Or base on balls. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3. That's what we want. Now you should get a good pitch, unless if not, he's going to walk you. You got to be disciplined here. You're not going to fish for anything. They know. They got the freaking analytics. They know that you fish for those breaking pitches. So you got to lay off. I would not be surprised if they don't go straight ahead with a fastball. They come with a breaking pitch. And there goes a little tapper, and he's going to be out. Ground ball over on the shift. Right over. 6-3 put out. Farmer over to Votto. So that ends that. Got to 3-2, but wasn't able to get anything going. So Conforto out. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the order now with Jonathan VR coming up. VR has had a pretty decent game. I think he's 1 for 2 with a base on balls. Yes, 1 for 2 with a base on balls. And he has an RBI. So 1 for 2, single walk, RBI. We need him to get another single, get on base here. Come on, VR. His base running blunder, if you remember, in the 7th inning, in the 6th inning, actually in the 7th inning, cost us a run. 6th inning, cost us a run because if he didn't get picked off, when Javi hit that home run, it would have been a 3-run homer, not a 2-run homer. So that is pretty much the difference of the game right now. Outside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Jonathan VR. Outside again by Lorenzen. All right, here we go. VR, 2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, baby. Let's work out a walk. Let's get on base. We need base runners. The 1-2 count on VR. Oh, my goodness. That ball was outside. Jesus. Damn umpire. Come on, man. It wasn't a strike, man. That was ball 2. Jeez. That was actually ball 3. Man, oh man. Help us out here, bro. Come on. Come on, VR. Let's fucking swing the bat, man. We got a hack. Damn. Two balls, 2 strikes. We're going to run that back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Cincinnati leads 4-3. And he said he stepped off. He wants to run that back. So run over the signs again. Go over the signs. VR stepping back in the box. And the 2-2 pitch coming in. Ground ball right over to third base. Man, it was a little bit of a shit. Was he there? And he did. He made the play. Man, 2 out, man. A hard hit ground ball over the third base side. Great play by the third baseman. Throws VR out. So it's 2 out and nobody on. He just came into the game and he got thrown in right to the freaking Wolves, Freeman. All right, here comes Pistol Pete with 2 out, man. We're running out of outs. We're not getting any base hits. So we're going to need the long ball at some point. Oh, my goodness. That was a ball he could have drove. He took the ball, got a strike. All right, 1 for 3 today for Pete Alonso with a single and a run score. There's 2 out and nobody on. We are in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and the Mets are trailing by a run. They're losing 4-3 to the Reds. Pete Alonso is up there. He's got an 0-1 count. Got to look for something he can drive. Let's see if he can get something done. Lorenzen is looking in. And the pitch. Down in the zone, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Pistol Pete. As we're looking to get something going here. Anything. We need a base runner. We need a 2-run homer after that to take the lead. That would be the ideal situation. We got a 1-1 coming up. 1-1 pitch, checking off the signs. And the pitch. And that is a bloop. It's going to pop up right in the infield. Miss hit by Pete Alonso. And that's going to be it. My goodness, man. Not Pete's day, man. So the Reds get out of the 8th inning unscathed. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. After 8 is still Cincinnati 4, Mets 3. Be right back. We're in a tough spot here, folks, man. As we go up to the top, we are heading to the top of the 9th inning. And man, oh man, we are not. We've been pretty bad today with getting men on base. I think we only have 1 run on 4 hits. 3 runs on 4 hits. Yeah, 3 runs on 4 hits. Just not enough. Trevor May in for the Metropolitans now. So Trevor May, let's go, Trevor. 1, 2, 3 inning, man. At least keep the game right here. And a pitch to Stevenson, strike. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike. Seven, 8, and 9 for the Reds here in the top half of the 9th. Ooh, he's chucking there. 97 just missed that corner pitch. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Stevenson. Come on, Trevor. Let's go, baby. Make a pitch. And the 2-1. Big cut, straight back. Foul ball out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stevenson. 2-2 count. Let's see if May's going to chuck away or he's going to come over with a little bit of off-speed stuff. Oh, my goodness. Sailing up high. 3-2. Come on, man. Don't walk the leadoff batter. Let's go. We are trailing by a run. You do not lead off. You do not trail by a run in the last inning and walk the first batter you see. That's a cardinal sin. Let's go. Go get him. Big cut. All right, it was a strike. You were chucking away there, but it was just too nice of a pitch. He hit that ball straight back. He could have easily cut that ball in half and drove it over the outfield wall. So be careful. A strike, but somewhere a little bit off the plate, like down the way or inside. Excuse me. And the pitch. He went up high. He totally missed, and there he goes. Cardinal sin, you do not walk the leadoff batter when you're trailing 4-3 in the last inning. So now you're putting them in a position where they are able to manufacture a run. I mean, they can decide to square up and bunt, push the guy over by hitting the ball the other way. It opens up the doors for a can of worms. So, Akiyama up at the plate, and he's had a pretty good game with a 2 for 3 with a double and a single, so we don't want to cough up anything big to this young man. And the pitch, right in there, 97-mile-an-hour fastball down in his own 4 strike, so it's 0-1. And Akiyama. And the 0-1 up high. And don't drop that elbow, buddy, man. Come over the top and finish out in front. Sometimes it's the mechanics, man. Try to fix that. Try to fix that up. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Up high again. He misses. 2-1. Trevor May. Come on, man. Settle down, brother. Jeez, man. We can't afford another walk here. We need a ground ball double play. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The 2-1 count on Akiyama. Foul ball out of play. 2-2. He's throwing heat. 96, 97. He's been pretty much averaging that range. He needs to locate. That was a good location on that pitch. He needs to do the same thing. Go to that location again, maybe a little bit lower. Or go to that location on the outside corner, but not right down the pipe on 2-2. Because you're ahead on the count. When it's a 2-2 count, you are ahead on the count as a pitcher. So you have a selection of pitches you can go to depending on what you have in your arsenal. And your pitch. He chucked away inside, and Akiyama went for it and struck him out. So a strikeout for Trevor May. We'll take that. Big swing and a miss. So that's 1 out, 1 on now. And we're going to have the 9th batter, which is the pitcher spot. So I don't know if Lorenzen is going to be hitting or they're going to go, obviously they're going to go to their closer. So it should be Garrett coming in the 9th inning. Yep. So got a pinch hitter. Well, actually not a pinch hitter. They got Freeman in there. That's right. They made that double switch. So Mike Freeman, who's playing short at the moment. Hope he actually is playing third. The Pirates, man, the Pirates pulled it out against the Phillies. They just put it up on the scoreboard on the screen. 3-2. Man, oh man, that at least keeps the Phillies 4 games back from us. But if we could win, we could pull them to 5 games back. Big swing and a miss there on Freeman. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Freeman. Freeman is actually, I wanted to correct myself, he's not playing short, he's playing third. He's in for Suarez. So 1-1 count on Freeman with a runner at first and 1 out. The Reds do lead the Mets 4-3. We're in the top of the 9th. A big swing and a miss at a high rising fastball. 97 miles an hour, swing and a miss, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Freeman. Trevor May has not thrown anything more than fastballs as far as I've seen. He's just trying to locate them, but he's been throwing nothing but heat. And the 1-2. That was a good location on that pitch. He got a piece of it. Fouled off out of play. Freeman stays alive. We're going to run that back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got Jonathan India on deck. We don't want them to go any further than that. And got Winker on the hole. Here we go. 1-2 pitch by Trevor May. Freeman trying to stay alive. May try to get him out of there. There's 1 out, 1 on. And the 1-2. They're looking to go up and climb the ladder. And they got him with the climbing the ladder right on the top of the box there in the strike zone. Swing and a miss by Freeman. And that is 2 strikeouts in a row by Trevor May. He is chucking. So 2 outs and a runner at first now. That was rising. A lot of revolutions per minute on that one. Great job by Trevor May just bulldogging Mr. Freeman there. So that's going to bring up the top of the order, and then Jonathan India is going to be a tough out. You can't go chucking away with him. You're going to have to be a little selective with your pitches. I would say a little bit down in the zone and still climb the ladder as well. Ah, there you go. Change the pace. Strike. That's what you got to do with this kid. Can't just straight up throw fastballs only. So 0-1 count on India. 2 outs and a runner at first. The Reds lead 4-3. We're in the top of the 9th. Another little breaking pitch down in the dirt. Didn't go for it. 1 ball, 1 strike. So they don't have Garrett in the bullpen warming up. 1-1 count on India. Keep it down, Trevor May. That caught the top half. I don't think he wanted it there because McCann was placing the glove down in the zone. That just did not break enough, but it definitely took Mr. India out of it. So 1-2 on Jonathan India. 2 outs, runner at first. 1-2, 20 pitches in for Trevor May, so it's a busy inning for him. And the 1-2. Chucked away down in the zone, and wait a minute, he hurt himself? I think Trevor May, I don't know, did he hurt himself there? It looked like he either went down on a knee or grimaced or something. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, I guess not. They didn't come out to check. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, May. Let's go, baby. Let's go, kid. Let's go. Let's make a pitch. Oh, man. Up high in the zone. 96, 3-2. Don't walk this guy. Come on. We don't want Winker to come up, man. Damn. He's off for 4 today, but he is dangerous. We don't want this guy to come up there. Come on, let's go. Because then you're putting 2 base runners on base that can end up being very, very, very dangerous for us if they happen to score. We want to get him out. There you go. Swing, pop him up. Got him. Javi's calling out in the outfield. He's pretty much halfway in the outfield. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Baez. Made it a little dramatic there at the last moment. And he has a little bit of a heel issue that he was talking about. I don't know if he grimaced there because he felt something. All right. Well, we get a pop out there. Trevor May gets out of it, man. So there was no runs. There was one batter left on base, 1 runner left on base. And after 8.5 innings, we're coming up with our last chance to hit. The Reds lead the Mets 4-3. And real quickly, so we saw the news there that the Pirates pulled out that game. So I'm going to double check. We're going to see where the Braves are right now. They were leading 3-1. And obviously if we lose this game, the Braves can gain a whole game on us. So they'll end up being 2.5 games back. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 9th. Cubbies lead the Nationals 6-3. Top of the 10th, tied. Mariners and the Rangers are tied 3-3 in the 10th. Whoop. Let me turn that off. Sorry about that. Then we have the Indians piled on some more runs on the White Sox. 2 more runs. Now the Indians in the top of the 8th lead the White Sox 12-8. Bottom of the 9th, the Cardinals up to their last at bat. They're losing and trailing to the Twins 8-1. The Braves have put up another run, so it's looking pretty good for the Braves tonight. They are winning 4-1 over the Brewers in the bottom of the 7th. The Dodgers and the Diamondbacks are tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Then the bottom of the 5th in San Diego and the Rockies lead the Padres 4-2. Then, of course, we had some finals already. We had the Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-0. The Giants beat the Astros 8-6. The Angels beat the Athletics 1-0. The Orioles beat the Tigers 5-2. And the Rays beat the Red Sox 9-5. And the Yankees beat the Marlins 4-2. And the Pirates beat the Phillies 3-2. So we got a number of games already done for the night. We have a few more to go. We're hoping the Mets could prolong this game, either tie it up or try to win it. We're going to need to do one or the other here in the bottom of the ninth. So we'll see. So Humphrey is in. So Heath Humphrey is in to try to close this game out for the Cincinnati Reds here in the bottom of the ninth inning. He's going to have to face McNeil, Baez, and McCann. So not going to be that easy. We're hoping it would not be. When McNeil hit a ball well earlier in the game, and it was flagged down by Winker in left center field. So hopefully he'll be able to straighten out one or hit one a little bit deeper than that and get on base. We need him to get on base. As obviously, when it's the bottom, when it's your last chance to hit, you want to get a base runner or two on. So that's most important. So they need to get somebody on, and then we're gonna need to try to get those guys to come around the bases. So here we go. So McNeil's gonna come up here, bottom of the ninth. The Mets need a base runner. Let's see how it pans out. Humphrey is in for the Reds. And here's the first pitch. And it's inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 on McNeil. Let's get that count to 2-0, baby. Put yourself in a good hitter spot. Come on. And the 1-0. Oh, ground ball, foul, out of play. Come on, stop pulling the ball. Trust your hands. Let that ball get a little bit deeper like you did in that last at-bat. 1-1 with Baez on deck. And James McCann in the hole. Four to 3 Cincinnati, bottom of the ninth inning. The Mets need a base runner. They need to get a run here in this inning. That ball, oh man, come on, Blue. Come on, man. That ball was a little bit outside. This guy's been a little erratic with that zone, man. Come on, man. You can't give him that. I mean, geez. He moved the glove a little bit over, but it was a little bit outside. What can you do? Let's go, McNeil. 1-2, man. Unbelievable. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Come on, McNeil. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 on McNeil. Sorry about that. I had to step away. My dog started barking. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on. And a pitch. Foul ball. That was ball 4. If he was a little bit more disciplined there. I mean, I guess, again, it's very important. When the ball is close. I mean, anything close on 3-2 in a situation like this, you got to swing. But, man, that ball was curving in. It was really sliding inside. And it would have been ball 4 if he didn't swing. But we're going to get another crack at it, man. So 3-2, he stays in the count. He still has another chance here. So here you go. 3-2 count on McNeil. The 7th pitch going to be to McNeil here by Humphrey, excuse me. And the pitch by Humphrey. Inside, ball 4. He did not swing. All right, here we go. That's the way we start the inning, man. So we got a runner at first, nobody out. And we got Javi Baez. The last time he's up, he had a 2-run home run. Good way to start his Met career. Are they making a switch? All right, the Mets made a pinch running switch there, so they got in Guillaume, which was a good idea, considering McNeil is still hampered by his injury with his leg. So that was a good move there by bringing in Luis Guillaume. So Guillaume is going to be able to run. He's going to run for McNeil, and this brings up Javier Baez, who was 1 for 3 with that 2-run homer, up with nobody out and a runner at first. He can win the game with another 2-run shot right now. And that ball is outside, on the ground, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Javi Baez. So a runner at first, nobody out. Javi Baez at the plate. He already is ahead on the count 1-0. He already has hit a 2-run homer. The Mets are trailing by 1. Man, oh man, Citi Field looks like it's electric right now. This is it, man. Come on, Javi. Come through, baby. I don't even want a 2-run. It would be great to hit a 2-run homer here and win this game and win 5-4. Well, what a way to come to New York. Hit 2-run homers to win the game and win in a walk-off fashion. That'll be something else, and we know he's capable of it, but we'd rather just him get a good quality at bat, get a base hit, get a double, do something offensively. Try not to get a double. Try not to hit into a double play. Outside again. Be patient. 2-0. I think they really don't want to try to pitch and give him anything really too good to hit because he's probably really amped up. But 2 balls, no strikes on him. Hey, if you get a walk, you take a walk. They take the bat out of your hands, no problem. The next guy's got to step up and they got to get it done. And that'll be James McCann, who's on deck. McCann is on deck with Dom Smith in the hole. So 2-0 count here on Baez. He's got a good hitter's count. And the ball 3, and it gets away. And he's going to be able to advance to second. Way to go, Luis Guillaume. So a ball in the dirt gets away from Stevenson and advances Guillaume over to second base. So he advances on the pass ball, or the wild pitch. He could have scooped that up, so I would say it was a pass ball. So here we go, 3-0 on Javi. Now here, 3-0 with the runner now at second and out of double play position, I would probably go 3-0 green light on Javi Baez. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that would be something that I would do if I'm coaching third base or if I'm the manager in the dugout. You know, when I coach my league games, my youth when I was younger, that's what I would do with 3-0 with my best hitter at the plate. That was ball 4. He got a piece of it. Foul out of play, 3-1. So now definitely he's protecting 3-1. But he got the tying run at second base. We just need contact, man. If you hit a ball in the fly ball and you can advance him to third, I'll be 1 out with a runner at third. So this is really critical. This is very important. That is the tying run. It's very, very important that we get him over to third and give ourselves a chance to get a fly ball or a hit and get him in. So Javi Baez at the plate with a 3-1 count. He's got another hitter's count. It was 3-0. He fouled off the last pitch. Here comes the 3-1 by Hembry. A good cut on that one. Missed it. Foul out of play. Just missed it. It went straight back. He just missed that one. 3-2. Dang, he takes big hacks, boy. He is swinging hard, Javi, when he swings. I'm surprised he's not pulling an oblique muscle or anything else for that matter. Right now, we just need contact, Javi. You don't even have to hit it out of the park. Fly ball advances Guillaume if it's on the right side. A line drive base hit will score him. Just contact, baby. You don't have to hit it out of the park. If he puts it down the pipe and you get a hold of it, we know it's going to more than likely go. But we don't want to do that. Don't overswing. You went for it. Come on, that was ball 4. It's ball 4, Javi. Come on, man. Damn. Shit. Yeah, man. He got a piece of it, but that was ball 4. It was down in the zone. You have to let that go. Bad choice there. Was just overly committed on swinging, man. He was committed to just swing, and it was just a bad idea there. That ball was down in the zone. He should have seen it was tailing down. Anyway, but this is where we at, man. So Javi Baez pretty much fouls off, strikes out. So it's still 4-3 Cincinnati. Guillaume is at second. He is the tying run. We got one out. We need a base hit, and it brings up James McCann now. Whoa! Come on, McCann. That would have hit you, man. Damn it. That was way inside McCann. I think hit that in the knob or something like that. I don't know what it hit. Oh, it hit just above the hands. Man, that was just a protection. That was the defending himself swing there. He wanted to make sure he was not going to get hit with that ball. But man, oh man. Jeez. Why would you be swinging? Oh my goodness. Anyway, 0-1 on McCann, man. We start this over again, McCann. Come on, baby. We need a base hit. Oh, my goodness. 0-2. Swinging at a ball. This is what I don't like. These guys are just so undisciplined. That ball is way outside. You're not going to be able to do nothing with that unless you poke it the other way. Why are you trying to pull it? If you like that ball on the outside corner, please throw your hands the opposite way. You got to have your hands going that way towards right field, and you got to let it travel a little bit more. Just trying to pull a ball that's way outside. It don't make no sense, man. You're going to look so horrible making a swing. 0-2 count on McCann, man. Outside, ball 1. That should have been ball 2. Should have been 2-1 right now, but he's just overcommitting. One and 2 count, man. Time run at second, 1 out. Bottom of the 9th inning. The Mets are trying to come back here after falling 3-1 to the Reds early on, and then climbing back in the game and making it 4-3. Fouled off, out of play by McCann. He is still alive. That was a better ball to hit. That was a better swing, but you're 1-2, man. You got to look for a ball like that in the zone. You're protecting all the way here at this point when it's 1-2, and especially in the 9th inning when you know you're up to your last at bat. You're there hacking away, trying to put the ball in play, foul it off, do what you need to do to get another pitch until you get one that you can definitely handle. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on McCann. And a pitch. A ball outside. Should have been ball 3, but McCann sticks his bat out and fouls it off. That ball's not even close. It's just over. It's just committing on a swing. You know, he's making a decision. I'm just going to swing, and wherever it's going to be at, I'm going to try to put the bat there. And that should have been ball 3. It should be 3 balls, 1 strike right now in this count. They're trying to get through McCann so they can go to the bullpen. Here we go. Again, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're running it back. Come on, McCann. Let's make it. Let's get a quality swing here. So far right now, you're reaching. He's making you reach because he knows he can get you to reach. You got to show him that you're going to be patient. That ball's got to be somewhere near the strike zone. Then that's when you protect. Wow. My goodness, he got lucky there. That is crazy, folks. You see how that umpire is really off? That should have been strike 3. And McCann lets go. You see what? I don't get. This is what's so funny. McCann let a ball that close in the zone. He let it go. Ended up being a good take, but you're not supposed to take that. That ball was in the strike zone. He got a call strike. He got a call ball when it was a strike. And in the meantime, he swung at 2 balls that were way past the strike zone in the 2 previous pitches. So that's bizarre. It beats the hell out of me. You see? There you go. He's swinging at the ball outside corner again. That is insane. He just let a good, perfectly good pitch just go by, and he got lucky that the umpire called it a ball when it should have been a strike. And he's swinging at balls that are not strikes. I don't get it. You guys tell me what's the deal with that. Look at that, reaching. It's just terrible. Look at his back leg, reaching. Back leg doesn't even get around. He doesn't get his backside around. It's just a terrible swing. Man, these guys, half of these guys, they just don't know. They're going to bring in Doolittle to try to wrap this up here with Don Smith. So lefty versus lefty. It's going to be up to Don Smith to come up with a hit here to salvage this game. How we get the lead runner on, we advance on a pass ball, get him to second base, and cannot even get him to third base. So Javi strikes out after going 3 balls and 1 strike. He was 3-0, worked it to 3-1, ended up striking out on a ball that was down in the zone. Then you had McCann come up, battled there for a little bit, swung on a lot of balls out of the strike zone, fouled off balls out of the strike zone, and then eventually still strike out with a ball in the strike zone. And he passed on a ball that was a good enough ball to hit and take the other way. He decided to let that one go by, and the umpire gave him a break, and he miscalled that one. That was strike 3, and he got himself another pitch. But, to no avail, it didn't help out. He ended up striking out anyway, so... these are the things that you got to look for when you watch these games, man. It's like, how in the hell is that possible? So again, here we are. So they're gonna bring in Doolittle. He's gonna try to wrap this up. He's gonna go up against Don Smith. Don Smith has hit lefties pretty well, so we got that going for us. But he has been not hitting the bat, swinging the bat that well as of late. That's been the concern. So could he come up clutch here? We'll see. We hope so. So Doolittle in for the Reds. His earned run average is high. It's a 6.05 earned run average in 19 innings pitch. He's had 9 save opportunities. He has blown 3 saves. He's only had 6 saves, so he's blown 3. So we need him to blow a save here now. So hopefully Don Smith will do that to Mr. Sean Doolittle. As you can see, they're putting up the stats for Dom with versus lefties, 89 at-bats. He's batting .326 with 2 home runs and an .841 OPS. I mean, those numbers are great, but, that's entering tonight. Let's see if he can get it done. Versus righties in the same situation. He's batting .238. So they went with lefty versus lefty. It could be more strategical, meaning that maybe Doolittle has a pretty good off-speed pitch that Dom is not, good at swinging at. I would think that that's what the analytics are telling them, but I mean, if they think that they're gonna steamroll over Dom Smith as far as being, throwing fastballs, I doubt very much that is the case. So Smith in, up at the plate now. Guillaume is still at second base. The Reds are looking for the final out. They bring in Sean Doolittle to face Don Smith, lefty versus lefty. Don Smith has hit .328 against lefty pitching this season. But he's been struggling as of late with the bat. Can he come through? Here we go. First pitch by Doolittle. And a big swing and a miss by Don Smith at 95 miles an hour. Could that be the reason why they brought in Doolittle? Is because Dom has not hit lefties well when it comes to fastballs? We don't know. I don't have the actual numbers on here. I don't have Fangraphs on. I could have checked that all out. But so 0-1 count on Dom. Come on, Dom, man. Come through, baby. Foul ball out of play. Man, Doolittle's throwing heat. 97 miles an hour. It's got to be that Dom Smith has trouble with lefties when they throw hard. That's the only thing I can think of right now because he's thrown nothing, but he's thrown 2 pitches and both pitches with fastball, 95 and 97. And I believe he's going to just come back with the fastball again at 0-2. Come on, Dom. Shorten up that swing. Put it in play. Outside, 97, still throwing the fastball. Try to get him to fish outdoors. Did not go. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Don Smith. Come on, Don, man. We need a big hit here, baby. Let's go. Kevin Pillar on deck. If Don could get on board or could keep this game going here. A base hit with Guillaume, there's a good chance we can score. Come on, Dom. And the pitch. Oh, that ball was high. That was ball 2, and Dom got a piece of it, and he was just cranking up. He threw that one 98 miles an hour, Sean Doolittle. So that's what they're banking on. They're banking on the lefty versus lefty, that Dom Smith cannot catch up to Doolittle's fastball. That's what they're believing. And that's the reason why they put him in there. But his numbers have been good against lefties. Got to hang in there. Just shorten the swing. We're just looking to get a base hit. Still 1-2. Here we go. Doolittle's looking in. And the pitch. And Dom fouls it off again. 97. He is a little bit late, but he's getting the bat on the ball. And that was ball 3, to be totally honest with you. Don let those balls go. The last 2 pitches were above the zone. Those would have been 3 balls and 1 strike right now. He would have been in a much more better position. Again, this is where they got to get better at. You just got to have a better approach at the plate, especially when you're in that position where you have a runner at second and you can actually extend his inning by taking a few pitches. And the pitch. A little off speed. Yes! Got a hit. Let's see. Guillaume's going to go. Come on, Guillaume. Get in there. Yeah! And Dom Smith comes through with a base hit. He pokes it right in there when he needed to. Doolittle tried to change it up. Bring in an off-speed pitch after throwing heat after heat after heat. And Dom Smith, fouling off 2 balls high in the strike zone, ends up getting a weak off-speed pitch. Stays back long enough to poke it into center field for a hit. Bring in Luis Guillaume. And the Mets have tied the game up here in the 9th inning, 4-4. Way to go, Don Smith. A little pokey there. Oh, my goodness. That's all you got to do sometimes is just put the bat on the ball. He didn't even put much of a swing. The ball will do all the work as far as coming off that bat. That's all you need. So now Kevin Pillar is going to come up. The game is tied, and we're going to see if we can actually prolong this inning. Ooh, and that fastball hit the corner. Strike 1 on Kevin Pillar. That's it. As soon as the ball is hit, you are running because there's 2 outs. On contact, you're off. Luis Guillaume made it easy home. Man, oh man, Dom Smith comes through, ties the game up. Pilar, ooh, big swing, fouls it off out of play. So 0-2 on Kevin Pillar. So it looks like we may be going to extra innings here. Thank goodness to Don Smith's leaning poke base hit to center field. You were gassing yourself up, throwing 97, 98. And Doolittle, man, nice try, buddy. It just did not pan out for you. KP at the plate, 0-2. Protect the plate, baby. And the pitch. Fouled off out of play, 97. You got to watch it with Kevin Pillar. He's got a nice swing. It's a nice, good, smooth swing. You leave something hanging there, he may crank it out of here and win this game. So Pillar is 0 for 3 with a strikeout today, but he can very much end the game here with 1 swing of the bat. He's got a quick swing. Short swing, not as long as some of the other guys like Javi. With 2 strikes, just shorten it up and just good contact. Ooh, they call strike 3 on that one. So Pillar is out of there. But the Mets manufacture a run. Don Smith keeps this game going. So we're going to extras, man. We're going to the top of the 10th inning. And the Reds and the Mets are tied 4-4. So here we go, folks. We're going to the top of the 10th. James McCann is out. Tomas Nieto is behind the plate now. Guillaume comes in, plays second base. He's in for McNeil. And Edwin Diaz is on the mound to try to keep this game tied 4-4 for at least one inning and give ourselves a chance to pull it out in the bottom of the 10th. Jonathan India, pretty speedy guy at second base, so we're going to have to be careful here. He's the base runner. He made the last out in the last inning. Is going to be Winker, Farmer, and Joey Votto here in the top of the 10th. So let's see if we can hold these guys down and get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and be able to try to win this game in the bottom of the 10th inning. All right, Edwin Diaz is getting ready to dial in, and the first pitch by Diaz is up high in the zone, 90 miles an hour for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes on Winker. The 1-0 on Winker. Whoa, Winker. Whoa. And Winker, man, there goes Diaz, 2-0. This is what I don't like about Diaz. He just gets to this point where he starts falling behind early. Look, I think he's great at times. He's not consistent. Consistency is an important trait that you got to have as a closer. He's here to try to keep this game close. We know that you're starting the inning with a runner at second. You cannot afford to let go ahead and walk this first guy that you face in the extra innings and put runners on first and second. You just can't. You got to go and try to get him out, pop up, ground ball, check the runner, get one, or, strike him out, which would be the ideal situation here with a closer like Diaz that can throw 100 miles an hour. He got him to pop up. Is it in play? It's foul, out of play. So you got 2 balls and 2 strikes. So he's battled back after going 2-0. It's 2-2 now on Winker. 2-2 count on Winker. Nobody out, top of the 10th inning. We're in extras. We got Jonathan India at second base. And the 2-2. Down. Oh, my goodness. And there we go. India is now at third. Tomas Nieto, man, let a ball get by him. Now we got the freaking lead run at third base with nobody else. So you got to get a strikeout here. My goodness. Why are you trying to backhand that ball? The only thing you got to do is turn the glove and just swallow it right there. I don't understand these catchers nowadays. My son was a catcher, and I told him never to do that. You sway and you keep your body in front of those balls anywhere near you. You got to smother that. And I don't understand. Too much finesse backhand with these knees on the ground. Looking at his knees on the ground. I don't know what that's all about. But a lot of catchers are doing that now. That's just not the way you should be up there. You should be on your action stance, ready to go just in case you need to pounce. With that ball, with the ball gets by you, it's going to even take even longer for you to get up and go and chase it down. So I have no idea why catchers all throughout the league, almost everybody I see is pretty much doing that one knee thing. It's got to stop. And then, the backhands on balls that are way inside. You cannot backhand something that is way inside here towards your left-hand side when you're right-handed. So turn the glove, smother. So, I don't know. It's just weird. For me, I would not teach any of my kids when I coach travel baseball. Not at all. We're smothering that up. And my oldest boy played for many, many years, and he was a catcher. And we made sure that we practiced that all the time. So, so that was disappointing there, man. Tomas Nieto, not good. So we got first and third there. So we're going to try to get a double play. I mean, I guess they're willing to concede the run. I really would like to see them not even give up a run because it's not no guarantee we're going to score, even though we got a runner. We're going to start with a runner at second as well. So you want to get these guys out of there and have them at all not score. First pitch is right down the pipe, 99 miles an hour for a strike. So Farmer is up. Winker is at first with India at third on the pass ball by Tomas Nieto. Diaz trying to keep this game close here, man. Let's keep the game tied. Trying to keep this game tied. Farmer And the pitch to Farmer. Big swing and a miss. Ooh, 99 miles an hour again right down the pipe. And he swung and missed on that one after taking the first one down the pipe looking. So Farmer definitely behind on Diaz's pitch. But Diaz should not come back and test him with another fastball. He should definitely have his slider going right here. So 0-2 on Farmer. First and third, nobody out. We need a strikeout here. And he got him. Took something off of it, a little slider. Dropped the miles per hour by 6 or 7 miles per hour, and bam, 6 miles an hour since the last 2 pitches, and gets Farmer out of there on 3 pitches. So good job by Diaz there with the slider. So all right, here we go. So first and third, 1 out now. Now we can play for the double play, and the way he pitched there against Farmer, it'll be nice if he can definitely mix it up and keep Votto out of here. Joey Votto with a strikeout as well would be awesome. So Farmer K's. Diaz looks like he's locked in here, so let's see if he can keep it going. This guy's dangerous. He's really, really on top of that line there. That's a strike, 100 miles an hour. A lot of revolutions on that pitch. Holy smoke. You can see the spin rate on that ball. He's getting some good spin there. He's definitely getting some good spins on his fastball right now. Diaz might be locked in here. Just don't make a mistake. You needed to get ahead there. That's fantastic. But don't make mistakes. Don't put one middle or top high on this guy. Ooh, did he go? Check it. No, he's safe. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike on Votto. One out. We are in the top of the 10th inning. Extra innings at Citi Field. The Mets and the Reds 4-4. The Mets coming back and scoring a run in the bottom of the ninth to take this game into extra innings. Big hit by Don Smith. Made it happen. So 4-4 here. Top of the 10th. We have Joey Votto at the plate. The fans are going nuts. 1-2 on Joey Votto. 12 pitches in for Diaz. Runners are in the corners and there's 1 out. Come on, let's get him out of there, baby. Let's go, Diaz. Make a pitch. Paint the corner, baby. Oh, and he got Votto swinging up on. He got him climbing the ladder. He swings at a ball high in the strike zone. Gets him out of there. There's 2 out now. So 2 outs and runners on first and third. As Votto has now struck out as well. So we got 2 strikeouts in a row by Edwin Diaz after giving up the base on balls. 13 pitches in for Diaz. So Tyler Naquin is coming up to the plate. This is his second at bat. First time up, he struck out. And now he's got to deal with Edwin Diaz, who's right now really, really just amping it up with his pitches. And he's been locating a lot better tonight. He started off giving up those first 2 pitches. They were totally out of the strike zone. But since then, he has settled in and has thrown more strikes than balls. The balls have been thrown, and you can see that they have been really well thrown. Getting some good spin rate on the ball. And here goes Naquin, 99 miles an hour on the outside corner, swing and a miss, strike 1. Come on, Edwin Diaz, let's go, baby. We want to get a chance. We'll give your team a chance to try to win it in the bottom of the 10th. Another strikeout here to end this inning will be awesome. And a pitch. Fly ball. Going foul, out of play. 2 strikes on Naquin. 2 strikes on Naquin. He was a little bit late on that one. This is an opportunity for Diaz to come with his secondary pitches here and make a pitch and get this guy out of here. If he can get him out of here, we'll be out of the inning with a 4-4 tie and a chance to win the game in our bottom half chance at the plate here in the bottom of the 10th inning. But we need to get through Tyler Naquin here. Edwin Diaz locked in. He looks very serious, and he looks like he is definitely focused today. And the pitch. Oh, didn't get that call. It was a ball, but the umpire has been pretty crazy and erratic with his pitches, with his calls. You see how Nieto tried to get it back in a little bit. He didn't call it, but that's all right. It was a ball. It was a good pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 count. Diaz delivers. Try to get him up high. Fouled it off. Naquin, 100 miles an hour. My goodness. He is chucking away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyler Naquin as he fouled off another pitch. He's fouled off 2 now to stay alive in this at-bat. Come on, Diaz. Now's when you need to change it up and maybe throw the spinner Rooney. A little slider. Take some speed off those pitches. Oh, he went inside chucking, man. I don't want him to lose control. 2-2. That was a fastball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Tyler Naquin. So Naquin, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Diaz on the mound. He's locked in, man. I really see it in his face and his demeanor. He looks like he's very focused today. He needs to make a pitch here to close out this inning and get the job done and give his team a chance to get a bat to come up to the plate in the bottom of the 10th inning with a 4-4 tie. And a pitch. That ball is hit hard, but it's going to be right at KP, and we'll take that. So Diaz gets out of the inning after giving up a walk. The pass ball by Tomas Nieto moved the runner to third. So first and third with nobody out, and they do not score a run. That's a heck of a job by Edwin Diaz and the Mets, and we get out of that inning. So after 9.5 innings, we're going to the bottom of the 10th. It is tied 4-4. Let's see if we can pull it out. So here we go, folks. Bottom of the 10th inning. The Mets are going to have an opportunity to try to pull this game out right here in the bottom of the 10th. We got Pilar who made the last out. He'll be at second base to start the inning. We need to get him home. The objective here is to get him over to third base and give ourselves a chance to get either a wild pitch, pass ball, or fly ball, sacrifice fly to win the game. That's the key. Other than that, if we can get a base hit right off the bat, then we can possibly win the game because he has excellent speed. So let's see how it pans out. We got Luis Cessa, who's going to be in right now for the Reds and try to keep the Reds in this game. Brandon Drury is going to get an opportunity to bat here and try to win the game. And after Drury, there will be a pinch hitter, I would assume. Unless the Mets made a double switch that I'm not aware of. The Reds have now, Schrock has now come out to play third base. So that ends Freeman at third base. Or no, actually move Freeman to the outfield. That's what they did. So Freeman is in the outfield. So I guess Freeman is in left and they moved Winker to center. That's what it looks like. And they took out Rizia. Okay, Kevin Pillar. So KP at second to start the inning here in the bottom of the 10th. The Mets have an opportunity to win the game. Let's see if we can get this done, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Brandon Drury versus Cessa. And the pitch. Down in the zone. Good approach, man. Look for something you can handle. That ball was down in the zone. Let it go. 1 ball, no strikes on Brandon Drury. Mets are looking for a walk-off win here at Citi Field to tie this series 1 game apiece before tomorrow's third game of the series. And the pitch. Drury hits it off his foot. Foul off his foot. And that definitely should hurt. So 1-1 on Brandon Drury. Tomas Nieto is on deck. That's right. There goes the double switch. So he's going to be the one that's going to be batting in the ninth spot. And then you got VR. After that, he's in the hole. So we got here Drury, 1 ball, 1 strike on Drury. Sessa looking in. KP ready to go. Let's put the ball in play, baby. Make sure it's on the right side, if anything. Oh, that was down the pipe. Come on, Brandon. You should have swung at that, baby. Let's go. So now 1-2. Sessa throws a fastball down in the zone by the knees and hits the plate. And he is now ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drury is looking to protect the plate. Anything close there, do not bail on any junk because he is ahead. He doesn't have to chuck away. And the pitch. And a little pokey and it gets through. That's going to win the game. Come on, here we go. PR is running over third. He's coming home. And that is it. He slides and he needs to slide. A base hit, game-winning, walk-off single for Brandon Drury, who got an opportunity to start today. He ends up winning the game for the New York Mets. They're ripping his shirt off. And the Mets come back with a run in the 9th and a run in the 10th and beat the Reds 5-4. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a heck of a game, man. We'll take that. Awesome game by the Mets, man, to come back. They were down 3. They were down 4-1. They came back, made it 4-3. The blunder by Guillaume almost cost us the game. So when it's all said and done, we got a win, but that could have cost us the game. The blunder by VR, by Guillaume, excuse me, and by VR exactly. It was VR who made that blunder in the 6th inning. But Brandon Drury comes through, pokes one the other way. Like I said, you don't have to do a whole lot. The ball's down the zone, all right. You're committing yourself. Just poke it, and that's exactly what he did. Took it the other way, and an easy run-scoring single. Bringing in KP, Kevin Pillar was able to score, and the Mets pull out this game. What a heck of a ball game, 5-4. And we'll take that win, and we understand that somebody lost today. The Phillies lost today, so the Phillies have fallen to 3.5 games back. We're going to look at all that. 3.5 games back, I believe. And Atlanta, so the Mets pull their win out. Let's see, I'm going to look at the MLB scoreboard real quick here. You know, the Braves won 8-1. So the Mets at least keep the Braves 3.5 games back. And I think the Phillies fall now to 5 games back, which they lost and we won. So that was a big win for us. Atlanta is still, let me just make sure. Yes, Atlanta is 52-53. They have 4 games back, even with their win, the Mets win. And then, of course, we have Philadelphia's 4.5 games back. So, man, oh man, we needed that win. That was big. So thank goodness we were able to pull that one out, man. That is basically it. That's basically it. That was a heck of a game. Great comeback. Javi Baez, first game as a Met, comes up with a home run, a 2-run homer. Could have been a 3-run homer. Could have been tied 4-4 if it wasn't for the base running mistake by Jonathan VR getting caught at second base, being picked off. But other than that, man, we got the win, so that's what counts. But these are the things you have to look at when you're watching a ball game and you analyze it at the end. It's the what ifs, you know, like if we didn't get caught out there, it could have been tied. What would have been the difference? Maybe we would have still possibly lost. But it panned out. It worked out good for our New York Mets, for our orange and blue men. Way to go, guys, man. What a great win there. Great job by Brandon Drury to come through. Awesome job by Don Smith doing a little pokey dokey himself and getting in the tying run in the bottom of the 9th inning when there was 2 outs. That was clutch. And then, of course, here the clutch hit by Brandon Drury with a ball down pretty much in the zone. He pokes it the other way, didn't have to do a whole lot, and gets and run in to win the game. So, Mets win 5-4. We are now tied 1 game apiece in this 3-game set. We got another game tomorrow, and we'll see what happens tomorrow at tomorrow afternoon and see if we can take the game. I don't know if I'm going to go live yet tomorrow. Chances are not. I'm not. Maybe the next time I'll do a live event will be sometime next week in one of the games. But I will go back to the post-game show. So I will do, considering I did a live stream today, I won't do a post-game because it is already 11 o'clock and I'm going to wrap up for the evening. But starting maybe tomorrow or the day after, I would say probably by Monday or Tuesday, one of those games there, I'll probably go back to post-game shows. So again, man, if you happen to just run into the video, I try to do some play-by-play. We don't know how. I don't know if I'm entertaining enough or not, but if not, then I'll definitely stick to the post-game shows. But just comment down below. Let me know if you happen to run into the video. What did you think? Give me your thoughts on it. And, of course, discuss with me. You can discuss with me anything regarding the New York Mets. I'll be more than happy to discuss it. But that's basically it, man. Till the next time, man, I'll see you guys, man. Let's go fucking Mets.